That's a crazy piece for me too. People have no idea this is going on.
No clue. OhnahjiB is the founder of OhnahjiU, which is honestly, I think, one of the most like groundbreaking things in Web3, which OhnahjiU is a HBCU, the first, I'm pretty sure the only HBCU in Web3.
We say like HBCU, quote unquote, but that's the vibe. Like,
Like space for Black and brown folks to come and learn, ask questions, and grow together. Like, and y'all have been so consistent with like cultivating that space. So first and foremost, shout out to you and everybody who is OhnahjiU.
Facts.
Because it's not just you.
No,
it
couldn't be.
Yeah, it's a handful of folks. But yeah, I'm excited to just like chat. No pun intended, chat. But just like have a conversation, get more into because like, you know, a lot of folks know you as like OhnahjiB, like in the space in Web3, but like get a more sense of like who you are, just like as a person, as an individual. Like, what's a typical Friday night? Like, just have a dope conversation. If you have questions for OhnahjiB, we're live right now on Twitch. We're live right now on Twitter as well. Yo, hey, what? 32 viewers already on X? Like, y'all kind of going crazy.
Let's get it.
If you have a question for OhnahjiB, definitely. I'm gonna pull up Twitter right now. Drop a comment under one of these. Make sure you tag me so then I can find it. That'll make things easier. But drop a question if you have one. But yeah, we're gonna chat a bit. We're gonna check out some art maybe. You know, we're gonna order some food. We're definitely about to order some food. Found a highly recommended spot. And honestly, like, how are you feeling? I'm kind of getting hungry. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, we could do that. Yeah.
We don't have to do it right now, but I'm just saying, like, maybe like 10 or so. Like, next time I think about, like, damn, I'm kind of hungry, we'll probably order food.
That's what's up.
But yeah, bro, how are you? How you feeling? How you living?
Good. You know, shout out to you. This is dope. Like, this is live. I'm glad you're back in LA. That's lit. Like, you know, when you told me, it's like you's coming back, I was like, yeah, let's get it. And then, like, you started streaming, did the stream challenge. I caught a few of them. I was trying to catch them here and there, but it's been live. Like, I know for you, I can say for you from what I've just been seeing, like, I know this year was a phenomenal year for you. This year was a phenomenal year for me too, and I'm like, and it was a lot of it for me. It was at the tail end. Like November, December went insane, and I don't know. Like, it might be a whole lot, little different shifts. You know, I had my birthday, all that good stuff. Yeah. But like the end of the year, it was crazy.
It's ramping up. I feel like
it's ramping up.
That's what I'm feeling like. I'm just seeing like some people and like they're getting wins right now, and it's like people will say like right now is the time to kind of like, oh, we're chilling, we're getting ready for it. But I feel like things are like we're like picking up.
Get ready.
Get ready was like September, October.
Tie those shoes.
Yeah, like we're just like getting catapulted into next year. I feel like
we really are.
With a whole, I'm big on momentum. That's been like a reoccurring like word, I feel like, or theme for this year is momentum.
100%.
Yeah.
Especially coming out of that lull, that bear, whatever, people were gone. They had to, people got to make some money other places. Like, this wasn't fruitful for a whole lot of individuals, a whole lot of, people that we champion and we care about, right, in the space. It was just like, unfortunately, the rich getting richer again during this whole little bear market. And it was like, different platforms were treating the artists cool and different things like this. People like, I gotta go get a Web2 job. I had to kind of, step in like, hey, what else is out there for a second. But now I'm seeing like, we're here again. Yeah. And I've been through a couple cycles, right? We're talking like crypto, blockchain, emerging tech, all that good stuff. I've seen a couple different cycles where It's the up and down. You know, we're tying this financial tech to tech, and like people haven't experienced that like in general, just like financial markets, right? And looking at charts, like people are like what?
Literally,
like,
though.
Me too. Like I'm not super. That's not my lane.
Nah.
So like we're seeing this market shift, and like I remember, you know, the whole bull of 21, 22, right? I remember the whole thing. I wasn't like in it participating, you know, like this is lit. We're the Ferrari, like you know, the Porsche dealership. No, I wasn't like that, but just seeing on that like kind of outside, just observing, and a lot of the momentum that I'm seeing now and seeing the ramp up, seeing teams pop up and building like, hey, we have this cooking, and then someone else pops, oh, look at us, we cooking this, we've been cooking this, like, and it's like, wait a minute, like, chill, slow down, please, I wasn't ready, and then it's just gonna
continue, Yo, okay, before we get like too deep into where we're at right now, can we talk about like your background and like how you got started in crypto? What was like what was interesting to you at first, with like what piqued your interest to like keep on like maybe I should explore this a little bit more?
100%. I like to say, you know, you've been into some of the podcast spaces that we've been having, but I'm one of those kids that was kicking himself. I learned about Bitcoin first, blockchain, all that good stuff, 2008, 2009, right when it came out, from a bunch of tech blogs that I used to, you know, shout Gizmodo, Lifehacker, you know, that industry. So I read the white paper like 2 months after it came out or something.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
wow.
And I was trying to convince me. I was hyped, right? I showed a couple of my, you know, the tech side, the tech nerdy friends. I was like, oh, this is lit. Like, the people, what are we doing? Like, how we get involved?
So 09?
Yes.
Damn.
And I was trying to convince people. You know, I had a regular Web2 job, things like that. You know, I didn't have a whole lot of time, but I was like, I gotta figure something out. And I was trying to convince people, and they were just like, nah, like, no, like.
Wait, what were you trying to convince people?
We gotta get involved. Like, this was during the not buying but mining stage of Bitcoin.
Okay.
So where people were like, there was a shortage of graphics chips and graphics cards back then.
Okay,
in
word.
08, 09. And that's when NVIDIA, when NVIDIA was kind of like first ramping up, and like there was a shortage of chips. I was researching the chips with my homie. You know, shout out to him, you know, old AT&T buddy from back in the day, like day one. Yeah. The funny thing about him and me, our group chat, or not our group chat, but our chat is like just screenshots here and there.
Yeah.
Like of old screenshots of Bitcoin, like when it was like $200, $500, $1,000.
Can you even imagine?
And we're just kicking ourselves. And we just laugh still. We're in now, but it's like we just laugh at each other like, bro, what were we doing?
Yo.
Like, what were we doing? But back then, in the early, every time there was been a peak for, you know, Bitcoin or crypto, like it was risky. Yeah. At every single stage, it was kind of risky. But as it's like growing, leveling off, people are saying like, oh, it's so volatile. Like, no, it was way more volatile in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen it go from like, it was either like 1,600 or like 12,000 or something, and then drop down to like 300.
Okay.
And people were freaking out.
So, well, and because people are used to like stocks, right? Like to where I feel like stocks are almost like slow motion in comparison to like what you can experience with the volatility of crypto.
Exactly, and it's been around longer.
Yeah,
like when you have a newer asset or a newer, you know, commodity that people are trying to get into, it's like we don't know where it's gonna go.
Right.
Like people are saying there's no way it hits 100,000. It's a normal day now.
It's cooking. Yeah, it's cooking.
You know, so
damn. So if somebody is listening to this stream and they want to start investing in Bitcoin, what would be your advice to them if they want to start like long-term hold? They just want to be consistently acquiring it. Like, what would your strategy be for them?
Honestly, it would be a different strategy for like how much they're telling me they can invest, or how much I think they can invest. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If I'm talking to like one of my, let me record a chat. No, it's like, you know, my rich uncle or something, quote unquote, right?
Yeah.
He's like, I need to, you know, like I got a couple million to play. the same tactics I'm telling somebody else on how to get into it are different. The wallets are different. The storage is different. Like,
okay, let's
where you're
say
storing your
like
seed
one
phrase
of
and stuff,
it's
like,
one of our homies who is
Right.
like working a day job,
Yes.
like, but they know Bitcoin
Yeah.
is they should be having some
Right.
sort of jingle jangle in it. Like,
Yeah.
what would?
And they haven't started at all.
Yeah, and they have not started at all.
Robinhood, Cash App, Coinbase, like all those centralized ones that are trying to become the big banks.
Yeah.
They have to start somewhere. They have to, like, if you can't do like a cold wallet, your own seed phrase without starting on those ramps.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what we were kind of like teaching, especially in OhnahjiU, way back in the, like, these are the different ways you can participate. Here's how it differs. Here's how this is safe and not. Here's how this is safe and not. This is how this is risky. This is how this isn't.
Okay.
So it's just the homie, like, download. I know you got an iPhone or something, right?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Android, one of those two. Go on the App Store in there, Robinhood, like Cash App, Coinbase, Crypto.com, something.
Yeah.
Like, do it. Because a lot of people will reach out and they'll be like, oh, I want to get in. So just do it.
Yeah, and
Like,
like
the app's on
what,
your
like
phone.
$25 a week, $50 a week,
5, 2, 3, 1, $1.
5 4.
Something. Like, literally.
Chat,
something.
y'all hearing this?
Did you
Yeah.
you saw that that tweet that was going around that was like this dude invested, what was it, like $1 or $5?
But that's then,
in
is it?
Bitcoin. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's,
Okay.
it's gonna be the same thing now going, like,
Forward.
looking at those years going forward. If somebody started now and they did $1 of Bitcoin a week, it's still
It's
gonna grow.
going somewhere.
It's still going to grow.
Yeah.
It might not be like Win Lambo, but it's still but it might be Win Lambo. Like,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
It
just-
might
just
not
start.
be, but it could.
Just
Yeah.
start, just hop in.
All
And
right.
the tools now, we'll get into it. It's so different. This bull market's gonna be so different.
Damn.
It's gonna be so mobile based. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. And it's so crazy because, like, 2021, they was like, don't download a wallet on your phone. Like,
We'll
your
talk
shit
about that.
finna get hacked.
We'll talk about that.
I
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
so what we doing now, chat? Like, what?
Yeah. That's part of the issue with, like, us trying to get people in and build that trust and things like that. Is like the way that you navigate the space, the way that I personally navigate the space is completely different. People will ask me, like, what's good with MetaMask? I'm like, I don't know.
Couldn't tell you. Yeah.
Bro, I'm on OKX on the desktop. I'm on Rainbow on the desktop. I'm Rainbow on my phone. I'm on Family on the phone. I'm on,
Yeah.
like, what? MetaMask.
MetaMask. Out of here.
But it's trying to come back. Like,
I'm sure they are.
Did you see the recent news with them? Partnership with MasterCard. They're building a card for, like, yeah, we're going to see this innovation just keep. It's nuts.
Oh
Just hop
my
in.
goodness! What with MasterCard?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I was talking with my wife too. Like, she was like, yeah, this just, like, and the same thing that she was telling me before, like in 21, 22, 23, like, this needs to be easier.
Yeah.
You guys want people involved. This needs to be easier. This is really hard.
How do you feel about the narrative of onboarding the next billion people?
That's a light number.
Yeah.
That number's light.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's on the internet. Half the world, right? Or something like that? Or over half. 8 billion people? There's 4 billion people online.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's a light number.
Do you think we're going about it the right way with, like, I just feel like we're not talking about security enough and, like,
That's not...
precautions.
It won't matter. Like, everybody's using an iPhone. We're using,
Yeah.
like, Macs, and Microsoft tries to do their thing, try to keep up with the privacy and security.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Macs. That's on that's the company's job. If they want
Okay.
users, they got to keep them safe.
Yeah.
They can do that in Web3 blockchain, and it's starting to happen.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's not the users. It's not the users. It is now in the beginning, right? As it's like the most opportunity for, gains or growth or whatever, or knowledge in the space, like to know all the back end stuff and all the super technicals. And
But
things
we'll
like
get to the
that,
point
but
where it's not necessary.
no, it'll be just baked in, and I already see it, like, where things I was doing before,
Yeah.
like, I don't do anymore.
Can you give an
Yeah.
example of that?
So, I guess when you're connecting and you're doing transactions with your wallet or with your funds,
Yeah.
you have to approve transactions, and it'll have like the screens that'll pop up on your phone or on your desktop or whatever.
Okay.
And it's just like before, it was a bunch of like tech, mumbo jumbo, developer speak. Like
They had to like scroll past to like sign.
well, no,
or what?
the average person has no idea what this is saying. It's just like it's computer talk, right? It's code, like it's literal code. And now we're getting, you know, apps and wallets and things that when you hit those screens, they're both interpreting that for you, telling you it's safe. Like we'll pop up like a big red banner screen, like don't move don't, you know, move further with this.
Yeah.
Same as what we have on the websites, right? You click on a website that maybe doesn't have HTTPS or something, it's not secure, and then you'll have a big banner on your browser be like, "Are you sure you want to click through this?"
Hey, warning.
We're getting that type of level of security in the apps as well too. And now it's like interpreting that developer speak into like simple plain language. Like you're connecting to this. This is the name of it. You're doing it with this wallet. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah. Instead of it being jargon and confusing.
Which was fine for when there's just developers and people, you know, like that just using it, but not for the masses. No. So, yeah.
I'm trying to reconnect to X real quick.
No, you're good. You're good. We're going in. I didn't even answer any of your questions yet. As far as like, you know, but that's me. I'll run away with the topic. I'm excited about it. You know me. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about the potential of it. I've been excited about the potential of this since 2008.
Yeah.
Like,
damn. We're really like pioneers in this shit, bro. That's
cool.
It's really wild to think about.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like super honored to just even know that this is happening.
Right. That's a crazy piece for me too. Like, people have no idea what's going on.
No clue. And it's just
which
like,
is fine though too.
Yeah, no, that's there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like, how did I get in, you know, like stumble upon that snowy day? No,
how did you? How did you stumble off on this?
Yo, the pandemic, like, had to get crafty.
Yeah.
Cause like I was documenting a lot of like concerts and like album release parties and stuff, just like hustling, doing different documenting different things around LA. But once the pandemic hit, that stopped. So I was like on Clubhouse, like how to invest in.
That's crazy because I missed the Clubhouse era completely. I didn't even get an invite.
Yo,
I was outside the club, y'all. I was like,
that's crazy.
Just me, like, oh, yeah. Clubhouse, whatever. Being a hater outside the club for real, like.
Yo.
Then when I finally got an invite, got in, it was like, no, this is dying.
Yeah, dried up.
We're going to X or we're going on Twitter, right? It's like, bruh, I've been on Twitter, like.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, so that's cool. The Clubhouse era is.
Yeah, and just like that was the first time I heard about it. Heard the phrase NFT.
Yeah.
They were talking about Micah Johnson.
Yeah.
And selling his artwork, and I was like, "What the? I got a bunch of photos. Like, could that be?" And the rest is, I mean, and that was like what, December 2020. Did a couple months of research. I wasn't even on the Ethereum blockchain when I first put like my first pieces on chain. I was on Phantasma or something like that.
Okay.
I feel like it's crazy that we have like Sol and Solana and the Phantom wallet because it's like very similar to what I was on before.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a marketplace called Ghost Market.
I've never heard of that.
Nobody has.
That's crazy. I'm gonna have to do some research on that. What?
Nobody has.
Ghost Market now it's Ghost. Ghosted.
Yeah, bro. Nobody has heard of that marketplace, but I was like the first photographer on that marketplace, and it was dope though because it was like pennies. It was like fractions of cents to like operate on there, which at the time ETH was like $100 to put something on chain. So I was able to experiment and kind of like make my typos and all that. On the random marketplace that nobody knows about, but
that's cool. I'm gonna have to dive in. 'Cause there's probably some treasures on there I can scoop up.
Yo, for real. Like that was where I was putting a lot of my concert photography. Like my first piece was this picture of Pharrell that I took at like a hot 93 or I don't know some event, but it was called For Rough and to Cry because he like literally looks like he's about to cry, and it was just kind of like haha, you know.
That's crazy.
But yeah, and now that he's like so like involved in this space,
right?
You know,
yeah. That's why I gotta go find him. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all these like little time capsules, right? It's
yeah, that was like early 2020.
What chain was that on?
It was a Phantasma blockchain. Like, yo, we might be. I feel like I had it bookmarked at one point.
Maybe while we're eating or whatever, I'll go research that. That's crazy.
I might have had it bookmarked.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you was in it earlier than me.
Well, NFTs part, like,
side, yeah. That's cool.
Just exploring, man. Like, okay, so how can I continue to make sustainable living out here in LA?
Right. Talk about it. That part.
I was like, whoa.
I was talking to somebody about LA, and they're like, it's like, bro, you're really kind of leveling up. Like, yeah, it was my homie, and we were just like, end of the year, kind of like, bro, catching up.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do around the holidays, like, what you been up to? And they're like, tells me like, oh, you been killing it. Okay. And he's like, what you been up to? I'm like, I tell him. He's like, oh, you been killing it.
Yo.
Yeah, you know how we do, but it's like, LA will push you,
bro.
You have to.
There's literally no choice.
Unfortunately, everything is so expensive, but like it gives you that drive to want to keep going, keep building. Yeah. And there's so many creators here. It's not like what I want to say, like a Wall Street vibe. Even though the space we're in is heavily that.
Yeah.
That's outside of the like the NFT side, right? The digital side, but. Like it's not like a New York to me. It's like everybody's like creative and trying to like, monetize creations.
Yeah,
which is cool, and everybody has their own identities and mindsets and different things like that. But are getting to the bag because you have to,
right?
Which is really cool. So I had that conversation. With like last week, but yeah, still.
Yo, there's no place like LA in the whole world. Like
I'm not leaving.
I love it here, bro. Like
I'm from Nevada, then Northern Nevada.
Okay.
Moved down to LA. Moved down to Vegas, and then we moved over to LA like right before pandemic hit.
Oh, wow.
That kind of sucked. But we were already still kind of like trying to navigate like where we were at, like where's the target? You feel me? Like I'm trying to find a Chinese food spot, where's the tacos?
The necessities.
Right? Yeah, the necessities. Exactly. The pharmacy. Where at pharmacy? Well, Target hit that up too. It was good,
Yeah.
But so it was like I wasn't like outside because I had no idea where I could even.
So real.
Where should I go?
Yo, literally, and then traffic too. I remember planning my days around like peak traffic hours. I was like, okay, I can't leave the house from 3 to 6, and then in the morning.
That's, yeah. LA life. But,
yo, for real. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but it's like pandemic hit, and it was like, hey, well, everybody's inside, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm inside. We gonna build, and then a lot for me is like, diving into the tech, diving into emerging tech. So just like you, it was like crypto is popping. I wish I was on the Clubhouse side because I could have minted some early stuff.
Yeah,
it's like, what they say, like life-changing, generational wealth building.
Man,
like,
for real.
There's some crazy stuff, but
because I feel like you be knowing too, like you know, like the different. You got discernment when it comes to like what to get into and stuff. I feel like
I have discernment because I ain't got deep pockets like that. I can.
Yeah.
My biggest commodity, I guess, that I have is time, and like that's it. Like I have time to like people ask me all the time, like you're tweeting like 24/7. Sometimes I'm like, dang, I feel like I didn't tweet today. And I go and look, and I'm like, just kidding.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, oh dang, maybe I should put the phone down. And
yeah.
That's what I got. I got time and space, and I got intention to help the community, our adjacent like Black and brown people in the space. That's the whole reason that OhnahjiU got started. Yeah. Right? Is after the Clubhouse era, I missed that, the apes were kind of minting, other things were minting, and I was like the PFP concept to me, and Raven, I could talk about PFPs only, 10K PFPs. I could talk about that for like 10 hours.
Like, what about it? Like, in what?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything. Rarity rankings, the marketplaces, the different chains, the history.
As in,
of
like, different
them,
projects, like, you can
different
get.
projects,
Oh, shit.
like how to build them. Like you were talking about the time you was dropping those dope photography pieces I gotta find. Hey, chat, help me out. Help me out. Find that. Discover that. Send it to me.
I know somebody
Put it in
watching
the DM.
definitely could.
But you're saying ETH at the time was $100 and it was expensive, right? And that I think that was one of the conscious things that we did is we went on ETH on purpose because I was like, I'm creating a, like you say, a people of culture space.
Yeah.
I'm creating that, and I need everybody to whoever finds this to take it as seriously as possible.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not going on one of the cheaper chains.
Yeah.
It's cheaper. But to me, I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We were creating like a luxury brand in this space for us. It was like FUBU to me, and it still kind of is.
For sure.
And,
with OhnahjiU PFPs, you're saying?
Correct.
Yeah.
So, and it like the early conversations wasn't, well, no, it was like I was trying to find artists in the space. I was trying to find like a community PFP that I could use, I could rock, that was like home team, right?
Yeah.
That I can align with.
Right.
While people are like, the apes are going crazy, they're making monkey noises in the clubhouse and stuff like that. It's like, I don't
do that. Yeah.
It's not that like, it wasn't like super offensive to me. Like I wasn't trying to fight nobody over that. But it's just like I don't want to.
It's not an alignment.
I don't care. This is like looks ridiculous, and the fact that it's like one of the top projects and like just tells me all I need to know about the space as a whole.
For sure.
And what the space as a whole needs.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm heavy, into have a graphic design background. Got a music background,
okay,
all that good stuff. We'll dive into that. But I reached out on Instagram. I was heavy on Instagram because that's where I was getting a bunch of like, design clients and stuff like that.
Okay, word.
And I was tapped in with, the graphic designer scene, black artist scene on there, right? Like my favorite artists and stuff. So I was reaching out to them, tons of them. Like I must have sent like, I don't know, 8, 10, 15 DMs to different people like, hey,
okay, word.
You know what NFTs are? Do you know what like a 10K PFP? Like, have you seen this? Some people were like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Some people were like, I played with some NFTs. I played with some, on blockchain. Like, tell me more. Some people were like, I'm building, I'm cooking. I was like, dang it, I'm late, right?
Okay,
to a couple
yeah.
of them. And it was dope. They came up with some dope stuff. Like, got a couple pieces, in my wallet from some of those projects. Some of my favorite artists that were, building those things. So it was cool. But, shout out to Prime. He was like, tell me more. Like I was working on some coins. And I was like, your IP is perfect for, this 10K generative art, stacking layers, whatever we want to call it type of thing. It's like, building the little doll heads, I guess, or whatever, just stacking those different traits.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Right. And I was like, I understand because I'm probably explaining to you super technical and like I needed GPT at that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Break this down.
Like break this down. And so he was like, but like tell me more. And I was like, okay, cool. So what ended up happening is I was like, okay, just send me sketches, right? And I'll like vector them and clean them up or whatever. And I'll like color them, I'll pick the colors with palettes, all that stuff. Like I'll basically finalize it. Like give me some sketches and I'll finalize it and I'll deliver something. And so when I showed him like the first 20, when I was like building them over time, building the traits over time, and I send it to him, he's like, oh, like boom,
I get
light
it.
bulb.
Yeah.
And he was like,
wait, this is for OhnahjiU
yes.
PFPs, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So you finalize like the like what we see now
Yes.
as the okay.
So
based off of his original sketches that he
right.
okay,
off
gotcha.
of his original IP.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah. So it was dope. It was a process. But it happened really fast.
Yeah.
Because like once I and that's the thing, like you kind of have to show people. You got to give them a vision.
Totally.
I'm the same way. I have to see like what, like
100%.
What do you mean? I don't understand. So I delivered that visual for him, and it was like, he was like, oh snap. Then it was like, oh snap, this could be lucrative. And I was like, it is, and we deserve a slice for sure. So I was like, at that point, you know, and being transparent, I'm like, I was learning about, as a, you know, I guess content creator or entrepreneur. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but like, you know, an artist that's like delivering whatever. I was like battling with that pricing talk.
Yeah.
It was hard in the beginning. Now it's super easy. Like, you know.
Yeah.
If I'm talking to you about money and we can't talk about money, it's like a red flag.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean we can't talk about money?
Right.
We easily talk about money, potential money, now money, whatever, future money, splits, percentages. I'm in there now in those talks because you have to.
Right.
And I've you know, been in those conversations where, okay, we have a great idea, we have a great team. How much are we splitting? Right. And people stop right at that. Like, no, I need the lion's share, right? And it's like, then it just dies.
Yeah.
The project dies, doesn't come out because people are like, I need the lion's share or pay me now.
What is the lion's share? What does that mean?
The majority.
Okay.
So I want, you know, 60, 70, 80, 90% of everything was the lion's share.
Okay.
So I was like, you know, with that in mind, I was like, I know the potential of these projects, right?
Right.
So 1% of $1 billion I'm running with. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, how much? I was like, so he was like, how do we get started? How does it do it? And I was like, okay, well, how much are you willing to part with? Mm-hmm. And he told me, and it was like, I don't know what shit. Maybe that'll come out later. I'll mint it or something, like some of that story. But it wasn't like he clearly had like the lion's share, and it was cool. Like I was cool with that because he deserved to. Like he's been building up this IP and all that good stuff. And then so we just, you know, I was like, cool. So send me some more sketches. At that point, I was like, send me traits. And then he just like flooded my inbox with traits. He's
okay,
like,
word.
Hats and bags and glasses and all this stuff. And I'm like, I can't vector all this stuff. Like, this would be crazy. So we had to pare it down. We did a bunch of colors. So the cool thing about like, and the super nerdy fact about our joint is there's like 3 septillion combinations. So no Ohnahji is the same. And we've run into like collections where they're fighting over them, or there's different IP things, squabbles or whatever with the holders because they look the same or it's the same token, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Doesn't happen with Ohnahjis. There's 3 septillion combinations. You can take out the backgrounds and they're not the same.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's like
super nerdy. Like, go. Where are you trying to hit?
I'm trying to find. I want to like show some. Put some Ohnahjis on the screen.
There you go. Yeah, it's awesome. Like, you know, and it's crazy because like our project has innovated so much. It has changed like format and form so many different ways. Like we've got a bunch of different add-on pieces now. We got so many different like plans for the future of what we want to build, how we want to build it. Just different things going. It's crazy. So yeah, it's cool too because like I'll be out and when it was during the bull and you know some cool little funds were coming in, I was able to like take advantage of, you know, attending some of those conferences and different things like that and different events, especially being in LA. But
from Ohnahji Mint,
right?
Okay,
yeah. So I mean, we did so. I'm trying. It's funny because I'm trying to like, you know, PC about it, but this is blockchain technology, so anybody can go look up what happened on chain and mints and all that good stuff. Money you can track the money. That's what the point of this whole space is.
Right.
But I don't know, and I was trying to teach people like how to do that, but it's like, how many people really need to know how to do that?
Yeah.
Because then we're getting into like Etherscan and blockchain scanners and different scanners for every different blockchain. And it's like, and you lose people. But for some like data analysts out there, you know, some, you know, just workplace professionals, even HR, like, you know, shout out to everybody, right? It's like, people who love the data love Excel spreadsheets.
Yeah.
Anybody
Wow,
who
look at all
knows what a
these different
CSV is,
trades.
right. Anybody who knows what a CSV is, you would like to dive into a blockchain scanner.
Yeah, I do like the numbers now. I do like to get into, and you
Right.
can like see when the day and like or even see like what ETH is priced at on that day. Yeah, that's some interesting information.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, damn, this is.
How's it? How we looking? How's chat? We got a chat up. What they say? They're like, dude, who is this super nerd you got on here, Raven? What are you doing?
Do we get any questions?
I don't know.
I had to read.
You know me, I'll be talking.
I had to relaunch the Twitter stream because, chat. If you've been following my streaming journey, you know that my Wi-Fi has been cheeks since I've arrived to this Airbnb. But we've been
That's
making it
good.
work.
Yeah.
Yo, I think we should order some food.
Okay.
How are you feeling? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, because you know me, you're gonna have to cut me off. I'm telling you, I was not kidding. I could talk about PFPs. This is just our collection and kind of like lesser known, not really super well known. I could talk about Ohnahji's for hours.
How do you like? So when you have all the traits together, like the only kind of like I'm familiar with nouns builder to like launch a PFP kind of style project. Like what did you guys build, like how would somebody build, like what's the back end part of it?
Gotta get to plug my homies. Shout out to HashLips.
Okay.
HashLips is a developer. I believe he's in New Zealand. Don't quote me though. But super cool dude, man. Just open source maxi. Just wants to share tools and knowledge out for people. So there was the easiest way back in the day, and shout out to YouTube University. That's how I found HashLips. But he had a tutorial.
That's how you found HashLips, is on YouTube? Okay.
He had a tutorial about how to create your own like PFP collection, your 10K or whatever.
Okay.
And I kind of just followed that, and I'll be honest, like I'm not a super dev. I'm not it was difficult. Like it was difficult. My family knows, like I was up all night trying to, and then you add in then we started adding in like deadlines, and I'm over here trying to figure out some code, trying to and it's pre-ChatGPT, like Raven.
Oh shit,
my God,
that's real.
If I had GPT at that time,
pre-GPT is like, yo, it's just and once you realize like how much of the world is like, I don't know, language is something about language and how you use certain words to like get certain places, like how like capital versus like charity or capital versus like resources is different different things trigger off when you hear them words.
Right.
And yeah,
but it's the same thing.
Exactly. That's what that's what I'm saying. So it's
you.
Like you got to be strategic with how you use your words and what conversations you're using those words in. Like,
and a lot of circles and a lot of conversations are gate kept based on the language used. We used to do that in Web3 too much. People would be like, no, lose all the jargon, lose all that.
It's mad confusing because it's like it's unnecessarily confusing, I feel like.
It is.
All right, let me see what we got here. I'm going to see if... I was going to try to bring chat into this experience of ordering...
Do you know anything about this right here? We can figure it out later.
Is it laggy? Is that...
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't...
Yo, that's been like, once I can crack that code, like it has been, because I don't know if it's I've tried adjusting my OBS settings.
Okay, yeah.
And I've tried, like there's a couple of different Wi-Fis for the B&B here.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, and that has been driving me crazy, because like on Twitch, it'll end a stream and start a stream based on, like, if it's like low. One night I had like 19 different streams. I was so pissed. I was like,
we're learning, y'all. We're learning.
It's like 50 seconds, a minute and 37 seconds. I'm like, what happened? But I record it, so I'm gonna upload it these will be uploaded as a YouTube video if the stream is shit right now. I'm sorry, chat. Like, But I keep telling y'all, one day everything is gonna work perfectly, and that's gonna be we're gonna celebrate.
It's gonna be next year. 2025 is gonna be. Hey.
We're progressing. We got the soundboard.
25 is gonna be like a game changer for a lot of people. A lot of people.
I feel it, yo. I feel it so heavy. I'm just like
a lot of people.
Whoa. Anticipating the new year, like actually excited. Like I'm just like,
100%.
how is this about to play out? Like I feel like God's about to cook in big ways. Like, okay, chat, we're about to order food. We are trying tacos 1986. I was trying to bring y'all into the ordering experience, but this is a local taco spot. I stopped in, got some recommendations. They highly recommended. Do you eat pork?
No.
Okay, me neither.
Asada for me.
Yeah, they did. The asada was high on the recommendation list. I'm gonna probably do one of the. I think we should get here. Check out the menu.
All right, cool.
Feel it out. I'm probably gonna get a few tacos. See what those are.
Yeah.
Talking about. See what we got here.
I do like a cool little asada burrito though, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you could go burrito. They had some. They also do like tostada tacos to where they're crunchy, but they're not fried. They like bake them on the on a cast iron flat top grill situation. Yeah. Homemade tortillas. I went there yesterday to see what was what. Yeah. It looked. I didn't try it.
Okay,
I was like, I let them know though, like I was gonna place an order for this conversation that we're having on stream, and they were hyped about it. They're like, oh, you stream?
Yeah.
What you stream on? And I was like, Twitch, bro. Like tap in. Like what? Yeah. Shout out to Antonio.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was dope. But they were smelling up the block though, so I was like, oh, I know this is about to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just do some tacos.
I'm excited. Get whatever is calling to you. We're about to enjoy this meal. This has been a great conversation. I like learning all about the back end of Ohnahji PFP as well. Because and
that's just one little it's our mainstay. It's our OG, but we've branched out so much since that.
Yeah. Seriously, yo, I do want to get into talking about your experience with rodeo.
Yeah. Now we jumping. I love it.
You're kind of the rodeo maxi.
I mean, for what I can, I'll probably just do some tacos. That's cool. Some asada. Or a burrito. Dang, I can't make up my mind.
All right, I'm going to check it out. I'll do
a burrito. Let me do a burrito.
Burrito?
Yeah, because that'll be easier to eat.
Do it.
Oh, you put it in there right now?
Yeah, add it. Specialize it however you need. Add sauces.
Okay.
If there's a drink on there that's looking good, I don't know if they got some jarritos.
Yeah, get some. Shout out to Doritos too, because they're heavy in Web3 too. They have a PFP project.
Wait.
You didn't know?
You're
not tapped in?
Fucking phone.
Oh, I got it.
Jarritos?
Wait, hold on.
Nah.
Raven, you're not tapped in with the Ola Metaverso crew? My fam? Ritzy and Ozzy?
Nah.
What?
Nah.
They're Ohnahji gang, and
I don't think so, yes. Bro.
Yeah. Go to OpenSea and search Jarritos.
Okay.
Jarritos.
We're about to. What?
Yeah. There's so much that has happened. So much.
That's okay.
There you go. Yep, Bones.
Bones by Jarrito.
Yep.
Wow.
0.28. That's actually I might have to. Yeah. You didn't know that?
Bro, what?
Yeah. They're big time.
Chat, did y'all know Jarritos had a what the freak?
Yeah.
Yo. All right.
Go back to the top for me.
What? This me.
Yeah. So yeah, August 22.
Whoa.
Yeah, they've been here.
My
800
goodness.
ETH
Bones by Jarrito.
Total.
What? They about that life, chat. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
what?
There's a lot of cool companies that are in this.
The fuck? They got a deodorant. Is that deodorant?
It looks like
a collab.
With
what?
Native, yeah. I didn't know anything about that. That's cool. Doritos has been built. I think they, I gotta.
This is blowing me right now.
I gotta find out like who's the marketing director or whatever behind it, but our partnerships person. A lot of these new or not new companies. A lot of these old companies are hiring like a bunch of like super talented people that are just killing it in marketing. Just
bro, that's the future.
Brand partnerships.
That's like what's, in my opinion, that's what I'm really excited about. Is like this next cycle right now. That's like ramping up is like gonna be even more exciting for creators, content creators, that kind of thing. Cause like we're needed to share. Like, bruh, I ain't even know.
I don't know how though.
I don't know how. I ain't even know, but I ain't even know. And now people on stream, y'all finna know.
We gotta have like I gotta have a space or something that just like connects all of the crews together. Cause I'm probably making a whole bunch of noise. My fault.
Do you need more?
The chat was saying my volume was low, but yeah, we in there. Yeah, Doritos is in there because shout out to Sandy. Sandy was one of the main connections in the space. She is tapped in with the Ola Metaverso squad, and I'm heavily tapped in with them too. But like there was my favorite workshop that was like a hackathon. Yeah. I won the hackathon, shout out to me. And I got my nickname Baby Dev over there. Like there's a whole backstory of all that.
Wait, you said you won a hackathon this year?
What year was that? 22, maybe.
I was just curious, but yo,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Definitely you said shout out to me. Yeah, shout out to you.
Yeah, my bad. I took too long.
I know. I started asking you about.
There's so much going on. And here's the thing, though. Here's what I tell people: all this stuff that's gone on and goes on, or whatever, in the space.
Yeah.
Every time there's a new bull market or bull run, it completely like makes everything that we did before it look like nothing. So all of this, like the next run, this is all gonna look. Oh shoot, sorry. This is all gonna look like absolutely nothing.
Wait, what do you mean by that? Like look like nothing? Like
it's going to explode so big that we don't even remember how big this is.
Damn.
Yeah. Like how big was Ghost back in the day?
Ghost? What's that?
Yeah. That marketplace on the Phantasmic
shit
or whatever.
Was not very big.
I mean, but it caught your radar.
Yeah. Well, they reached out to me. That I was like trying to. I think I had tweeted something like I was trying to like learn more about NFTs and stuff like that. And somebody working on that project was like, "Yo, you should come and put some stuff on chain over here." And yeah. But yeah, you're right. Nah, I don't even think twice about what's going on over there.
Well, think about. Okay, so think about I don't know. Think about MetaMask. Like they're trying to claw back, which is cool. They have to. Like their parent company can I just lost it.
Is it Consensus?
Is it Consensus?
Yeah.
I think Okay, so like they don't have a choice. They have to claw back. They have to try. There's money like dumped into that. But these other things, like think about Artifact. Did you see that just sunset? Nike actually sunsetted it.
Wait.
You didn't know
Nike
that?
I did see something about some rumbles about Artifact, but I'm also like things are happening so fast, and I'm like not everything deserves my attention like that. So I'm like so into it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, tell me more about like.
That's a whole 5-hour conversation itself.
Yeah.
Golly.
So Nike sunsetted Artifact.
Yeah. They acquired it. Which was a huge moment for the space, I guess. Like, I'm not selling no Ohnahji to nobody. Unless it's, I know you and it's the homie. And I'm keeping some shares. You know what I mean? Like, we're making business decisions, and shout out to the Ohnahji squad. Shout out to the deans. You know, we got 14 deans that have been helping me just around the clock. We've had to, right, Raven? We've had like people come in, and you know, we're a BIPOC project, and as we get bigger, you know, some people in space don't really like that. It's the nature of, you know, humans, I guess, or whatever. But
haters.
We've had to have like eyes and ears on all of our stuff 24/7 because people have tried to, you know, they're hopping in our what was it, like book club or whatever one night and just like start, slurs going crazy. It's like,
Whoa.
but the cool things, we have mods in there that we're able to like, okay, boop, boop, kick real quick, like boop, get them out.
Yeah.
Same thing with like
Shout
Twitter
out to
Spaces.
mods.
Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the community manager. Shout out to
Big facts.
just a whole evolution of a whole position, right? A new job. Like,
Yo,
that's crazy.
That's what's also wild is like with all of these advances with like tech and just like creator economy, etc. Like all these new jobs, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was on LinkedIn and I saw so many like people looking for podcast hosts. Like the fact that is a job that companies are looking to hire people to do.
Yes.
Bro, what?
Well, I mean, talk about like you just partnered with a huge partnership we don't talk about. I don't have to get into it. I don't know I don't know if that's a salty situation. We got
wait.
The like optimism, like you we're like the face of you're the face of Sunny's. Like that's not a position that existed before any of this.
That's real. That's real.
So get the hand clap. Like
you said, hit the hand clap.
But we'll get into it.
Oh man,
there's so much. Okay, so artifacts. Right.
Yeah.
Artifact, Clone X.
I'm listening. I'm still just trying to decide. Okay, so Chad, just so you're updated, we're still ordering food. I knew this was gonna be.
That's
a
my
process.
fault. That's my fault.
Nah, it's mine too. Cause I'm like looking. I'm like, do I want tacos? Do I want a burrito? Like, what's this quesadilla about?
That's funny, right?
You know, like,
burritos.
Still ordering food, chat. But right now we have an asada burrito in the cart. So
that's me.
We have an asada burrito in the cart.
I'm weak.
I'm like, because my thing is like, okay, I see a 2 taco plate here, but I'm like, variety is the spice of life. You feel me? So I like
there you go.
I like to have, and also I see quesadillas, but like, what does that mean? Does that mean that it comes with cheese? Because I see that.
Or it's got like some asada in there or chicken or something.
Yeah.
Now, the menu is kind of, I'm not going to lie. Let's, where my dead friends at, let's help. What is it? What's the spot we got?
1980, tacos 1986.
Yeah, 1986 needs some menu help. But is that like Yelp though?
This is Uber Eats.
Oh, yeah. Well, continuing on.
I think the quesadilla is like, the difference is like a taco with cheese and not cheese. So I'm going to do cheese.
The funny thing though probably is like whoever knows me, the fam. I don't know who's watching. It's funny. I think shout out to the day one homie. He's watching. I think my wife's on stream, but the kids they're watching too.
Yo, we do have 2 stream. We have 2 folks tapped in on Twitch. Shout out to chat on Twitch, and then we got 17 folks on Twitter who are watching. Which I wish on OBS. Like I don't know if people are commenting or what. Let me see if I can find that.
It's all good.
But cause like I try to pay attention to the comments and see if like people have questions or I don't know, maybe not.
They probably do. I don't know, maybe not.
I don't know how to check Twitter is a thing though, cause like if chat's going off on
it's all good.
Twitch, then it pops up here, but on Twitter it's just in the abyss. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm sidetracking you. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, that's funny.
Yo, this is also confusing because like, why do they have the things on here twice? So is it like 2 different? It's like steak, chicken.
Oh, you double it, double meat. That's how they're doing the double meat on there.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Uber Eats app. Like, no, just kidding.
Interesting.
The funny part is like my wife is probably laughing right now because I never actually order the food. Like if you would ask me to like get like that's the crazy part. Like I could work like all these Web3 apps and like I'm a rodeo like guru like hunting down the trades real fast like I got that one like but I can't no.
But when it comes to
Uber Eats like I'm no. Like,
Yo. Did you get any salsas?
No, probably not, Raven. Probably not. But
I see a green salsa.
I could do a little bit, eh?
About to hit 2 of those.
If it's spicy, I'm gonna be sweating like crazy on this stream, though.
Yeah, I honestly hope it's not spicy. I hope it's not too crazy. I feel like you could add the flavor, but it don't got to be crazy spicy. You know, like
I like it spicy, but I'll just start sweating like
sweating.
crazy.
Hey,
I can't. That's
listen,
it.
but we don't judge.
Hey, you know, some people just be like coughing and like, you know, I don't know, like super hot. It's just me. I just start waterworks.
Yep.
But it's all good.
I added a quesadilla combo, which is really just two corn tortilla tacos, but they have cheese on them. One of them is chicken taco. Other one is a mushroom taco. I added an asada taco on the side with some green salsa. Cool. Anything else, homie? You got the burrito. Did you want?
Do you want to get jarritos? Or they don't have
actually, I didn't even. Oh, that's a good question. I didn't even see.
Or I could do a Mexican Coke for sure. You know, the real sugar in it. Let's go. Chat said watching us try to order Mexican food is hilarious.
You know, I was hoping that this would add an entertaining element to the stream. I'm not gonna wait till you see us eat. I'm about to, man. I hope, and I'm gonna be honest too. That's the thing about me. Sometimes I hesitate about doing like food reviews and shit because like Oh wait. No, I think they only have fountain drinks on here.
It's all good.
Did you want to? Oh wait! Mexican Coke. Okay, and they got Mexican Sprite. Wait a minute.
There you go.
All right, I got you with the Mexican Coke. Wait, did you want Mexican Coke, Topo Chico, or Mexican Sprite?
Coke.
Coke, got you.
That's funny. The chat said it's real bad. The ordering food's real bad, but the rest of the combo's good.
Yo, chat, forgive us. You know, I was like, should we order food before and then like have it arrive? I was like, nah, we about to do it in the middle of it.
You know.
All right.
It's only 1:49. We got time.
About to priority that joint. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like I want to add leave at location. I'll say please call.
What was the place again? Chat wants to know what's the place again?
Tacos 1986.
Tacos.
It's in West Hollywood.
1986.
They have a couple of different locations around LA. We gonna see what's what. Antonio was lit though. When I went over there, I went there yesterday, introduced myself, let him know I was about to be ordering some food and just wanted to get some like recommendations.
Yeah.
And he was hyped. Like, he gave me, like, the whole tour and shit. Like, well, I wish I was recording it because I was like, oh, shit.
You know, you might blow up, be big, something like that. Like,
I'm saying, I'm trying to put people on.
Oh, chat saying,
oh, fuck.
That's a spot.
Okay. It's about to be good. Yo, I got nervous. Oh, don't say that, bro. I literally started sweating.
No.
He said, chat said, oh.
Chat said, no, I'm just kidding. Chat
said
it's good. It's real good.
Say that. Say less. Order has been placed. But
bam! Finally, my bad. But yeah, it's like
maybe
we were talking about
ahead of time next time. But nah, we did it, chat. Food has been ordered.
Mission accomplished.
I'm so excited. All right. That's so funny.
It's all good.
All right, cool.
Yeah, the whole story with Artifact, for me, I always have like an interesting perspective in the space when it comes to anything, and in emerging tech when it comes to anything, because I always tend to look at situations or projects or news as a founder first, like trying to wear different hats, right? As a founder, as an artist, as a musician, as a parent, like with kids, like is this valuable for the future type thing, right?
Yeah.
And as, you know, our personal culture, like the home team, right? So navigating all these different things, all these different news has been very helpful to be able to slow down and be like, what's the real behind this, right? It's cool too because with Artifact, how familiar are you with um, Chris Brown's projects, Web3 projects, and the Oracles and Dino and that team.
Not super familiar.
Okay, so I was tapped in. Well, because I heard that there's a project coming out. You know, it's home team. It's Chris Brown. So I was like diving in, but it's the Oracles. I have one. I'm a holder. And shout out to Dino. He's super cool. Met him through Web3 in the space.
Is
but
Dino a dev or artist?
he's a creative. He's a fashion designer.
Okay,
Illustrator, creative. Like he's been killing it. He's now been ventured into. Well, okay, so he has a brand, renowned, that's been in Nordstrom's all over the U.S.
Damn,
he's big time. He's doing things. So, and I think he's been friends with CB for quite a while, but he. I don't know if I think he approached Chris like, hey, let's do this. Let's get it going. This was a while back now. Like there's so much that's happened. But I was tapped into that situation and the Discord. I was, in the Discord rocking it. They got a bunch of dope mods in there, community managers in there, still going crazy. We actually poached one of them to like work with OhnahjiU fam as well too. So she's one of the deans. But yeah, it's like, it's awesome. So just hopping in that Discord and just being in that community during the launch and during when it was about to go live, kind of some hiccups, kind of different things. And I was able to like be just another like hand source of knowledge to be like, do you need some help? Like what's going on? And just walk through like helping like, just on the technical side, like, just the technical side of what a 10K and what people don't really talk about for people building it is like the hiccups you're going to hit.
Like what are some examples of those?
The blockchain is finicky AF.
Okay.
All of them. It's brand new tech.
Yeah.
And we're talking like terminals and it's developer speak, right?
Yeah.
But with the blockchain, the coolest thing about it to me is, I guess I don't know, super nerdy, but there's no reversals. It's like when you like the thing, like when people are like, "What's different about this space?" and like, well, the way that it works is there's no reversals.
Yeah,
and that changes the game plan of how humans just move.
Yeah,
there's no banks, there's no insurance, there's no, hey, my car got frauded, hey, I lost my money, I got drained. What can you do? There's no insurance, no FDIC, none of that yet.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But just that. There's no reversals. That the blockchain falls apart if there's reversals. There are rollbacks, like there are different things embedded in some of the chains where a majority of people can vote and be like, take it back in time, type of thing. But it's a hard, convoluted process, right? But so for the most part, we're back to like, I used to say back in the day, like we're back to like the mattress money. You have your own safe.
Yeah.
Like if you mess it up, you mess it up. If you lose your key to the lock, you lost your key to the lock. Ain't no locksmith either.
Yeah. For real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's cool. I don't know. It's crazy. Why did I say all that to say Dino, right?
Dino. Okay. Yep. Come back to Dino.
An artifact. Everything's all connected. It's nuts. But I was helping him out, and he was like, "Cool, thanks." So I kind of been, just like one of the tech nerds in that, screaming bunch of Chris Brown fans going crazy. All these girlies in there that are like, "Yeah, let's mint it. I got $2,000 to spend on these NFTs. I don't even know what NFTs are. Take my money, Chris." And I'm like, "Oh, here we go." But it's cool. It's dope. So that project was dope. Chris Brown actually had 2 projects at the time. I wasn't as heavily involved with the other one.
When you say that, they're like, what does he do to be a part of the project? Like, how is Chris involved in the project other than his name being tied to it?
So Chris, he's like super creative. He's all around. Right. So he had a super big hand in designing like the creative direction behind both of them.
Okay.
Like a lot of it. He's
like finalizing like artwork
everything.
And
Yeah. Even drawing artwork like
so he is the artist.
Yeah. So but he's also got his stamp on it. It's his his project, and he had a big hand in helping promoting it. that was an interesting situation because at the time, like the crypto bro scene, they weren't really rocking with celebrities coming in the space doing anything. But because we've seen some like, you know, some huge rugs, some different things like that, it was, you know, like, you know, I guess the Jimmy Fallon era where everybody's buying those apes, then they're like making projects, then they're like making coins, then they're rugging them, and it's like they're just extracting the funds. But okay, so getting back to Artifact, Dino is actually heavily tied to the Artifacts team. He was actually on the team and then had to like, you know, go a different way just, you know, from the team. We did a undivided attention Ohnahji space way back in the day before Oracles was launching, and he gave us that whole backstory about how he was like, he's a team member and a lot of his footprint is in that project. Yeah. So, and you know, Artifacts is cool because it was one of like one of the bigger 3D PFP projects. One of the 3D, the art is crazy. It's phenomenal, right? Even got that partnership with Murakami, and they got those traits in that. So it was like it was huge. It was huge. But that team, they're heavily in the fashion side, and Dino was a part of that as well too, which was cool. I had no idea until he told me on that space. And I was like, that's lit. I can see your, you know, your DNA in that. So yeah, super dope. But then so it was like footwear, fashion, hype beast type, you know, all that good stuff, which was also needed in the space because the space was kind of bland as a whole. We've seen some of these projects. So where we went, like, you know, the cartoon, you know, that IP, others went, you know, like heavily 3D assets. Like, yeah, it's cool. So I wish I knew that stuff back then. I would
like 3D design.
Blender and all that. There's a couple times I try to, as a side note, we'll get to that. But Nike ends up coming and buying Artifact because they are working on shoes, like actual shoes. One of the projects doing shoes. There was a couple of them.
I do remember that. Yeah.
So they had the shoes tied to NFTs, whoop-de-wop, all that good stuff. They were kind of closely looking like a dunk, like a babe, like a So I don't know what happened there, but they were able to get Nike to pick them up. And at first, space was like, oh, this is a huge win, whoop-de-wop, and I was kind of like,
How do you feel about big companies like Nike coming into crypto, into like blockchain? Like, I don't trust it. I don't trust. Like, I think I don't know. Like, I saw, for example, there was a Sony was like creating a blockchain or something that was built off of optimism. Yeah. And to me, I just am like, they're like trying to incentivize people to build on it and like hosting hackathons and things like that. Yeah. And it's just like, as a developer, how do you navigate that? Because it seems like a big experiment. Like, it seems like they're like, let's just see how this happens. And then you spend all this time building something on that network for these hackathons. Is it like, is that standard? Is that just like how things go? And you're like, okay, whatever, next project, next blockchain? Or is it more like, damn, that was my baby and like now it's gone kind of thing? I just,
speak on it.
I don't know because I'm not a developer, but like for me, a red flag goes up because I'm like, if I'm trying to build something and I want it to be long lasting, I'm not trying to come build it on this experimental potential of a blockchain that's like just kind of dipping the toes in the water and seeing what happens kind of thing. Like, they're not for real about like, or at least I don't know.
You mean the chain or the companies like diving in?
Well, I just feel like because Sony has so much money that they can just like, let's just see how it goes kind of thing, and then pull it back if it ends up being like not what they think it is.
Yeah, facts. It's crypto, blockchain. It's a tiny, especially now with AI, how the AI ramped up, like way surpassed blockchain at the time, especially with attention. It was just a tiny part of like the research and development for these companies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so the amount of money that they were able to kind of put into this space to a lot of us, it seemed like buku dollars. Like it could be a couple million, couple.
But that's just like.
But to them,
that's Tuesday.
That might be the budget for toilet paper for the whole offices, for all their offices. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
exactly.
It's not. It's a just.
Let's just try it. Experimental.
Yeah, go play. And I think that's with, bringing it back to Nike and bringing it back to Artifact. That's kind of how it felt.
Yeah.
Right? Like we were all like, yeah, let's go. We sold, but what does that mean for the holders? And I think a lot of people too. And shout out to one of my deans, I See Through. He's always saying this. He's always talking about, these businesses really aren't really businesses. And the ones that are, these corporate things that we're talking about that are businesses, they're going to come in and they're going to move like a business.
Exactly.
So if something, they're looking at numbers. Is it bringing in numbers? Is it bringing in enough numbers? Like exponential growth? Are we talking 10x, 100x? If not, we can let it go.
Exactly.
And that's what happened. So Artifact. So the timing to me is so crazy because it's at the same time where we're about to ramp back up.
Yeah.
Right. And we've got OpenSea kind of coming back from the dead, which is cool. Right. They're teasing stuff. We had the Pengu drop from the Penguins. We've had Magic Eden drop from Magic Eden. That airdrop. There's a bunch of other stuff. But as stuff is ramping up, then they came out with this news, we're like sunsetting Artifact. And it's like anybody behind the project, anybody in the project, anybody adjacent to the project would be like, this is a horrible time. Just to cut it off at all, but to cut it off right now.
Yeah.
They haven't been looking at what's going on here.
Like maybe like 8 months ago, it would have made sense. Like if we were gonna, but like right now, when we actually are getting like,
or how business move, they might have did that 8 months ago or in the summer. Like, hey, we'll give this 4 more months. We'll give this 3 more months. Nothing happened. They're like, boop, send.
That's what I'm saying is like what they're gauging off of as like progress.
Yeah,
is like. Bro, it's brand new tech. Like, let it cook. Let it marinate a little bit. Like, can we get some seasonings and flavor in this bitch? Like,
the crazy part too with that is like they still retain a bunch of the tech. So I mean, they could easily innovate on their dot swoosh, but without Artifact in it.
Yeah,
it's like we've seen those takeovers happen. We've seen like with Twitter and X and Elon and that type of stuff. It's like. That's a well-known company tactic. Buy something, utilize what you need to utilize, and
discard
dump the rest.
Yeah,
OpenSea's done that. They bought Gem, one of my favorite marketplaces. They bought Gem, like whoop, rebrand, reskin. Yeah. Pro.OpenSea.
That's wild.
So.
Oh man.
So it's really but it's kind of sad to see like. I said all that just because, just seeing like what comes in the future. Like Artifact was huge.
Massive.
Got picked up by Nike.
Literally big enough to get picked up by Nike like that. Yeah.
But what comes next is going to crush all of that. It's going to crush.
What are your predictions for like what's...
That's the crazy part. Like right now with all of these new app and text that we're seeing right now, I can't even guess anymore. I'm shocked at what's coming out now. Okay, so here's the thing. Would you have said, and all these tweets circulate, all these, these posts circulate everywhere. The top Solana meme coin today is from an Ethereum project.
How does that even go? Like what is it?
Penguins.
Penguin
is on Sol.
I see. And
it's the top meme coin. It's like it literally, the whole run of meme coins that we had, like the whole meme coin casino, pump.fun, all this stuff, even the offensive coins, all that, like all that shock value stuff, all, the live stream do you remember the live stream piece for that?
Okay,
like Penguins literally came in and like for the history timeline that we write for this, documentaries that come out and stuff. Penguins just said, all that meme coin junk that we were playing with, no, we literally just deaded it by dropping a coin on Sol as an ETH project. So people coming in, they're not even gonna remember. Or like, that's nuts to me. With that, like when different like branches of the timeline just whoop, we're going this way.
Yeah.
So I can't even guess. I have no clue. My prediction is that Ohnahji blows the heck up.
Yeah.
A bunch more celebrities get involved because we've had celebrity eyes on us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like who?
Minted or just like looking.
We'll say minty because
okay. So in the Ohnahji Instagram, Amber Rose hopped in my DMs.
Okay.
And she was one of the ones early heavy in the space that was
yeah.
like, you know, like in Web3.
I feel like, did she have a Bored Ape at one point?
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
I think all of the celebrities did. Like,
that was like the celebrity, like,
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
From, you know, the Jimmy Fallon. He was.
Facts.
Yeah. It's crazy. But yeah, it's good stuff. Twitch. Ellen's old DJ.
Word. Okay, yeah.
Rest in power, King.
Rest in power. Seriously.
He's a holder
of Ohnahji.
Yes.
Wow.
Because he was a big fan of Prime. So yeah.
That's legendary.
Yeah, it's cool. So then this is just the beginning. Like,
yo, literally, that's what's so crazy. It's like, bro, it's like, it's literally just the beginning. Okay. I will actually want to know your because we're seeing so much. You had mentioned AI.
Yeah.
I feel like every day is more AI.
Well, it's.
But I'm wondering, like, because I'm not super tapped in with other chains.
Okay.
And so I'm wondering, is there as much talk and excitement and hype around AI on other blockchains as there is around on ETH? Like, I feel like ETH.
What do you mean? The whole AI bot, what do they call it? Whatever. That's on Farcaster. That's on Warpcast. That's most of them are on Base.
Well, that's ETH. Base is
right.
ETH.
Yeah. So you mean like outside of that?
Yeah, outside of ETH
I wouldn't know.
Ecosystem. Okay. Right. Because like this year, for example, I learned like about Stellar a little bit because I went to the conference. But like,
I'm not tapped in with Stellar at all.
I didn't even know that was like a. I just wasn't. I had heard of Stellar. I didn't realize like it's a separate blockchain. Like it's separate from Ethereum.
Was that a name change? I feel like that one was a name change.
Their coin is Litecoin, I believe. Oh, food is almost here. We're getting pinged.
No, Litecoin's something else. Litecoin's an OG, which is a funny story too. Like we'll get this craziness. Oh, there we go. Hey,
let's go, chat.
Got the food pickup.
Hey, how's it going, boss? 1673. 1673. 16. Yeah, 73. Okay, thank you. Hey, thanks a lot. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Happy New Year. All right.
Okay. That's crazy. Not the food on stream.
Bro, it smells so good too. Oh my god. Okay, let me get the tablet out the way. Get the keyboard out the way.
Let's see. Let me see if I can
We got napkins.
get some feedback.
Yo, you know what I learned? Like, as I have been traveling, like, LA is still, like, the dream destination for so many people around the world. Like, they really...
Yeah.
I don't know. It just, like, when you're here, you don't really think about
You're
that.
like,
But just, like, when I would tell people how I had lived out here and stuff, and they're like, wait, what? Like, it just... The U.S. is still... Specifically L.A., they're just, like... And then I tell them I have a YouTube channel, instantly, like, follow, like, subscribe, trying to follow the journey. You know what I mean?
It's
like...
tight. It's tight.
I don't know. It's just it's really really dope. What was I doing? Oh yeah, food cam. Let me see if I can do that. Sometimes I can hook my phone up.
You know, through this space, like I've been able to connect with so many people outside of like the U.S. too.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Just the network just growing exponentially. It's crazy. But a lot of the home team tapped in from the continent in Africa, right? Like
Oh,
Nigeria.
word. Yeah.
They talk about LA like that. Like, oh, I can't wait to go. I have to get there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can show you around the cool little hot spots, but I mean, you know.
Food cam, let's go.
Let's get it.
All right, chat. This is what we got. We got wait. Can you see my finger? There we go. Hold on, let me
Not the food cam.
the food cam going crazy. This is the
lit.
first time I've done this.
You rocking. Go.
Doing it live.
I wouldn't know.
Doing it live, chat. Are y'all with me? This is insane. All right. We got the carne asada taco here. Rice and beans that came with the 2 taco plate.
Let's go.
We got chicken taco, mushroom taco.
Mushroom taco?
Yup.
I don't know nothing about that life.
Salsa, green salsa. And we got
Burrito.
OhnahjiB over here with the carne asada burrito. All right, we're gonna switch it back now.
Cool.
Oh damn! I adjusted the whole shit. Okay.
Nah, Raven, you finna be big. You finna be.
Yo, I
you finna
hope
be
so.
Kai out here.
That was the vision with this stream. You know, is like we got the home desktop setup of you know the Kai Cenat feel, but then we got the mukbang style of Keith Lee.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't know Keith Lee?
Or mukbang, or who you say?
Oh, mukbang is like when you get a bunch of food and eat it. It's just like that's just what like YouTube calls getting food and eating it.
Oh, okay. You know, I don't know.
And then the conversation aspect of Hot Ones. That was the vision of this stream series.
That's lit. If I was on Hot Ones, it would be just me. Kind of just that whole paper towel roll, boom, boom, boom.
Yep.
The whole roll.
I'm gonna pray real quick if that's all right.
Yeah, do it up.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this meal. Please bless the hands that prepared it. Please bless those who are less fortunate than us, and may they strengthen and nourish our bodies. Please bless OhnahjiB on his journey and provide discernment and wisdom as we continue to pioneer these Web3 streets. Heavenly Father, in your mighty name we pray. Amen. All right.
That's what's up.
First, I gotta try this rice and beans. Rice off rip.
What's I gonna tell you? I was gonna tell you something. I don't know. But yeah, all the it's funny because like, how is it? It's going in. Oh.
We're gonna
Not a
go
tough
to
critic. Raven was like, "Nah, you on my stream."
Yo, that's
what I'm dead.
Beans are good. Rice, I'll give it another go, but it's nothing. I'm not calling out about it.
You know? I'm scared.
Nah, you haven't had Grandma
so
Connie's rice
spicy.
though.
I'm scared.
Like,
Yeah, we appreciate you. But that's the thing too. It's like I talk to all the homies in Africa or whatever, and like they so bad when it comes to LA, but I so bad when to go over there.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Perspective, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, carne asada. First bite. That's got some flavor. That's got a good flavor to it. I also appreciate that they make these tortillas homemade.
This is the first for me, Raven. I ain't never ate on camera.
Mushroom taco. How's your burrito?
Bomb.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Good. Yo, mushroom taco pretty good.
I don't think I've ever eaten a mushroom taco. I'm okay. And I still.
It's decent. I had to try it for the the vegetarians and vegans.
Yeah. Okay. Look at you. You know what I'm saying?
It's pretty good. Sometimes mushrooms a little. You got to really season the mushroom, because there's nothing there. It's not,
I eat mushrooms. It's not a
on taco. This rice.
The,
It's a little disappointing, I'm not gonna lie.
oh no.
I gotta be honest, chat. I'm not gonna steer you wrong. But the rice and beans came with the 2 taco plates, so beans are pretty good though. Alright, chicken taco. I like to take little bites of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Get the flavor. Let me reset the palate.
Now you in your reviewer bag.
Bro, I'm telling you, I love food, man. Like, and I be eating like regular shit all week, looking forward to like the 1 or 2 days that I might eat out. That so I was looking forward to this all week, bro. Once we decided, I was like, oh yeah, so
There you go. That's what's up.
like
setting the
turkey
expectations
sandwiches,
high.
turkey sandwiches, and like oatmeal all week.
I oatmeal this morning.
Nothing wrong with oatmeal. I'm just saying, like, it's always exciting to
I feel you.
when you get into that, you know, something new.
I feel you.
Oh, I didn't even put no salt. Okay, that'll be second bite. There's definitely a process, a method to the madness when I'm trying spots. So
that's what's up.
Chicken taco's pretty good.
You know, I still don't have the opener though.
Oh damn!
No, you get it. You get it.
Hold on, I got
You good. Too funny. Let's see where they hitting us at. Let's see. Oh, lit. Oh, got him. Appreciate you.
Got you, bro.
Thank you. The streamer life.
Streamer life goes crazy,
That's
bro.
funny.
I'm locked.
Weak.
I'm so locked in. I love.
I know
Yo,
it's hella fun.
hey, Mrs. V, what's good? Shout out to you in the chat.
Mrs. V, shout out to Miss V. Let us know if you want us to dox you, who you are, because that's a special human right there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks for pulling. Oh, that would have been bad.
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
man.
spill you.
Thank you, Holy Spirit, for your guidance on that. All right, getting in the chicken taco with some salsa on here now. I'll do like a bite of each thing, just as it is, get the flavor.
You reviewing?
Yeah, and then I'll add the salsa and see what we got.
That's funny. I'm weak. It's hitting.
It is. Everything has a really good flavor besides the rice.
I see you with the higher sticker on your bottle though.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got that when they were for FarCon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Higher, we the media. We got Jamie Cornelius Corn Dog.
Yep.
Corn Dog for life. Henno's project.
So you're telling me I need to make you some OhnahjiU stickers?
I need a sticker, bro. Let me add it to the
All right.
help, culture shift. These are all the projects.
Oh yeah, I gotta get. Okay, I got
A
you.
random one from Washington.
OhnahjiU stickers. There's art. There's OhnahjiU stickers. So you tapped in with MoshiCam.
MoshiCam. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I got a sticker pack on there. I'm
Oh,
trying to get the stickers over on not that. You're thinking of Orb?
Yeah.
I haven't got my stickers over there yet though, but
Okay.
I'll get you some IRL stickers.
Yo, for real. I'll definitely put them on the water bottle.
I need that because like for me, I'm a super like digital Web3 super tech. Like how can I do this the most techie, most emerging tech way? And it's like, bro, just make some stickers, like some real stickers. And I'll be forgetting stuff like that.
That's real though.
I'll forget stuff like that. I have digital stickers, but I don't have real stickers. But you know, that's just me. It is what it is. That's when the deans come and reel me back in, like, bro, just you're doing too much. Do the Web 2 way, bro. It's fine. It works still.
Yeah. Yeah. You can still get emails.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sticker packs.
Yeah, the chat said the glitch is real bad, but we all right. They said they're gonna try on the Twitter side.
I'm not even streaming on Twitter no more.
Oh, not
it
on
wasn't.
Twitter no more. Okay.
It wasn't connecting. Damn, that is sad.
It's all right. We're all right. recording this all good.
It is recording, and it'll be uploaded as a YouTube video. The one thing that I have ran into a couple times, which I think it should be good because I cleared some space, but because it's saving directly to my laptop, so sometimes it'll get full of space. Please, Lord, don't do that to me.
You're good. If not, that just means we got to come back again, you know? Top of the year, rocket.
That part.
Shout out to the last Friday of the year.
Man.
It's already New Year. That's nuts.
That's insane to me.
For me, it's exciting for me. Like,
I just can't believe it. I just feel like this year happened so fast. And I guess I say that every year, but it feels super fast.
Yeah. Well, to me, yeah. A little bit, because, like, for me, I feel like in, what was that? April? When was NFT NYC? April, yeah?
I think so.
Yeah, so I was up there speaking. Shout out to that shirt. Shout out to Eric Spivak. He got me a spot over on their stage.
Yeah.
I feel like that was last year, not this year. So this year has been like moving fast, but like jam-packed with stuff that I'm like, that happened this year? Wait, isn't that the definition of the year going fast?
Yep. I think so. Yeah.
Brian, you're an idiot.
I'm like trying to piece it together, and I'm like, I think that's what he's describing. Yeah, bro.
I'm dead. But
confirmed.
Yeah.
The year has gone by fast.
My bad. Long story short, that's me. AKA, Baby Dev, AKA OhnahjiB, AKA story short, golly. TLDR, bro. Like, get it together. That's funny. But no, I'm excited. I'm excited for the new year. Just not only for everything, but like, and you inspire me too. Like, that's crazy. Nobody talks enough about, the Forbes joint, the Optimism joint. Like, I know how big that is.
Word. And
even, like, it just shows a lot of people out there, like, what's possible.
Yeah.
And Boss 2.0, the other Brian, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Boss.
Shout out to Boss. Dina Comms. They're tuned in as well, too. Or they were earlier. Before it was glitching like crazy. No, just kidding, but...
nah, really, though. This shit is... Bro. Don't get me charged up.
It's early. It's early.
Goodness gracious.
They always clown on me because, like, I just hop into any inbox, any DM. So I'm trying to catch you. Shout out to the homie Jesse. Jesse just followed me.
Oh, word. Okay.
Us, the OhnahjiU squad. He followed us on a couple different places just recently. So, actually, Raven, I think big news coming from that because I was telling him a little bit about what we got going on with the Knowledge Squad.
Yeah.
And he was like super interested.
Yeah.
So he was like, send me what's up to my email, and then followed me, and I was like,
yo, let's go.
You got to tell me more about that because you're tapped in with just him.
Yeah,
especially like
I met him at FarCon. Met him at FarCon in May, and I had made like a video I think for On-Chain Summer because I was just like, bruh, this is a lot of resources and like this is a lot. There's just a lot here, and nobody was talking about it like in my circles.
Right.
And it was just because we didn't know.
Right.
Like
simple as that.
We didn't even know that was going on. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a video about this. Made the video. It went crazy. Like, it got a ton of views and just like shares because again, people didn't know and they're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And so that has prompted a lot more creators to just submit something to On-Chain Summer.
Yeah.
Which was dope. And yeah, he had recognized me. That was when I started wearing the orange beanie. Was wearing it at an event in FarCon, and he was like, "Yo, make the videos, right?" I was like, "Yeah." Shout out to Steph Delaveau. Introduced me at the time to Jesse. They were like chatting or something, and I had pulled up Steph. So like, "Yo, what's up, Raven?" Made the connection.
What it's
Yup.
about. Yeah.
And yeah, it was dope. Like, he recognized me from the videos, and then I made another On-Chain Summer video, like, because they had released more information. And yeah, and then from there, like, got invited to base camp, which that shit is crazy.
Was it dope?
It was dope. It was dope to, like, get an invite to go experience something, like, as a collective like that.
Okay. Base camp was the one right before Friends with Benefits joint, right? So
Exactly.
that was the base sponsored one.
Exactly.
Okay.
So base camp was like, we got there. There was like a community dinner. They got us housing, which was freaking lit. Like, had a cabin in the woods. Our shit had a hot tub. Maseo was one of my housemates.
I'm yet to meet him in person.
He's dope. Shout out to Maseo. Love you, homie. That's where we really, like, we had met before during South by Southwest.
Okay.
Because we were 2 of 3. Leo was the 3rd creator who had gotten invited to South by Southwest by
Pastel?
Boys Club. Shout out to Boys Club.
Pastel? Leo Pastel?
Yep.
Okay.
So we met originally there. We're housemates, base camp.
Sick.
So freaking dope. And then we had a 3rd housemate, Ian. Where's Ian? Ian was from Mexico City. Shout out to Ian. He is like, it was like such a great combination of people.
I was feeling the FOMO. Heavy. Because I mean, I'm down the street. Not really.
Yeah, but shit, you didn't have to catch a flight here. Yeah, you were here.
There was something else I was doing. I think I had an event with something else, but like in Web 2 or something.
Okay.
So it wasn't too much FOMO, but like I was seeing the pictures and the videos from y'all, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool to like share that experience. We definitely like walked into a Coinbase like what does Apple have? The Apple, like, you know how they review all their products and stuff and they like showcase their
like a keynote?
Yeah, we walked into like a Coinbase.
They did like a whole presentation on their stuff?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like the Coinbase smart wallet and like base names and stuff.
So you got all the alpha?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like we walked into, and it was like a half a day of like them presenting like stuff that base was rolling out. And
was
like
Brian there?
doodles. Brian called in, like Zoom called in. He wasn't there physically there. Okay. Yeah.
That's dope.
And so yeah, that was like, and that was essentially base camp, was like a Coinbase keynote kind of situation.
Really?
Like the night before was like the dinner and, you know, hanging out or whatever, but then the next day it was like the information, and then the second half of that same day was FWB like Members Day. So that shit was throwing me off. I was thinking like the next day was for FWB, but it was the same day. It was just like we were just going into one.
Did they coordinate that together or no?
I don't know the back end comms on that really. I think I think maybe.
Yeah.
I honestly have no idea, but that shit was throwing me off all day because I am a FWB member, and so I was there for Fest, and that was my first Fest too. But it was dope to like segue into like that part of into Fest. Yeah,
that's sick.
Got tatted. Got this tattoo at FWB Fest.
This whole one?
Yeah, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out to David Allen, dog.
You over here, you almost blasted, like you.
Bro, and this was like South by Southwest this year. This was Mexico City a month ago.
See.
This was Idlewild in Cali out here. Yeah, bro.
You got, so you passporting it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's fly.
Yeah, pretty much. If I could have found a spot in London, I was there a little bit shorter of a time, but yeah, I'm trying to like these were just like flash tats.
Dope.
Yeah.
Do people do that? Okay. So when it comes to like tattoos,
no.
I have one. No, check out. So I have one. We got this one. My wife and I got matching ones. At the beginning of the year, it's like a New Year's thing or whatever.
Okay.
We went down because we were in my hometown, and then one of my homegirls from high school, she's had, so I got it with her. And so I got my little ring finger one. That's my first one. I don't know, it's first and last, whatever. I'm not like a big tattoo guy. Right?
Okay, word, yeah.
So I've never heard that. Where it's like, every place I go or when I'm traveling, I go get a tattoo. That's next level. I feel like that I would be on board with something like that.
Yeah, it just started this year, really. Like,
that's crazy.
As opportunities came, because like tattoos are kind of expensive too. So the flash tattoo opportunities, I'm like, that's alignment. You know, like I'm here at this event in Austin. Bet, yup, it's a bet. Tight. Same with this little like luchador mask. It was a co-working space, and that week they were doing like free flash tattoos, and I was like, done.
Say less?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what's up.
Yeah, bro.
Hell yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about.
See, I'm gonna just continue that, like, as I go play. Like, even this California poppies, I got this when I first moved out here to Cali.
Yeah.
And
that's clean.
Yeah. As I keep traveling, just get tats from different places that kind of like resonate with the theme, like this little cowboy pickle from Austin.
That's crazy. See, I would never like, but I wonder. Now I'm thinking like I'm wondering like how many people that I see like blasted or they have move to op and stuff, and like how many of those people are the same?
Maybe
thing? Like, they got them in different places.
Yeah,
that's why.
Probably. Yeah, I really don't know. It's interesting to hear like the stories of like people's tattoos though. Like they don't always like mean something, but just like, oh yeah, I got it when I was visiting Mexico City for the first time type shit or something.
That's right. That's why.
Yeah.
I mean, the meaningful ones and stuff too, like family and like that's that's fly as well too. Mm-hmm. But I've never heard that. So, but I'm not a big tattoo guy. So, but that's cool. Yeah. Heck yeah. It's crazy, Raven.
Bro,
thanks for inviting me. Like, this is big time.
You having fun?
Yeah, how? Hell yeah.
Okay.
I am. I'm weak. I'm laughing. Chat's laughing at me. It's good. But yeah, it's dope. It's dope. Like
the dream stream, bro.
Dream stream. How many culture shifts have you had? Because I've collected quite a bit of them.
I think I've had like. I think there was like 10 or 11, which I still have like a handful to edit of like of creator interviews, visionary interviews, but they were more like call-in style. Yeah. Like I was in Michigan and people were wherever they were in the world.
Those are fly too. They were dope.
Yeah. That was just to like get it started. I was dabbling in OBS a little bit.
Dope.
That was at the beginning of the year.
Because Taya was number one, right? First one. Or she was a couple later?
Yeah, a couple later. She was a couple later.
Who am I thinking of that was first?
First batch was like... Juju Mama was first.
Yes, okay, that's... Okay.
Yep. Ibrahim was in that first batch.
Yeah. So many dope people in this
space.
Like,
we were cooking. We really were cooking.
So much talent. Like...
And then I kind of shifted the vision to... Or like started doing like recaps of like what, or just like updates of what was happening, like, and like editing it in the style where I was like news reporting in a way, like making a script, pulling a bunch of assets, editing that together. That was really labor intensive.
Yeah.
So I did like 1 or 2 of those. I was just testing different things. And then with streaming, I was just like, all right, so what's going to be my lane with this? I like to, edit and test tools and do Web3 things.
Right.
Yada, yada. But I still want to, I like having conversations with people. And I also feel like it's needed to have these sorts of spaces where, like, we can feel comfortable and just, like, open talking about what we're talking about and it be understood and
aligned there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
and
mission.
It'd be fun. We can laugh, we can joke.
Exactly.
But it was challenging to release like the editing aspect of it.
Okay.
Like I had to really
the platform level.
Yeah, because I have such a extensive background in video editing.
Right.
So like shifting that to being more on camera and just being like more naturally like we've been going for almost 2 hours of just like free flow conversation. It
was more of that production background, like you had to
yeah exactly. And Yeah, so now I feel like this is more of what it's gonna be, is just like having people come through, have maybe like, whether it's, I don't know the timeline of it, whether it's like once a month we have a guest on, or every week or every other week or something. But this style, like, just come through. Maybe we have like Latasha come through and listen to some new music or some shit. And like, what's your favorite spot in LA to get food from? And like, let's just listen to music and eat good food and chat, bro. Like,
I'm trying to pull up too.
That's what, like, have a listening part. Have you ever seen Black House Radio? Are you familiar with
Probably
that on YouTube?
Probably not. I'm in rodeo.
Yeah, bro. Yo, we gotta get into that. I do want to talk a little bit about that, but I'm just gonna show you real quick.
Yeah, heck yeah. I'll probably know if I see it, like, but you know,
because this is like definitely inspired me to like release the
First
like,
of all,
perfect.
did you see that Tyler get on the Hey Now beat?
Absolutely.
The West is up.
Up. It's the best time to be here,
the
bro.
West
like,
is up.
Are you kidding me? Like,
very cool. I'll get into that too, because I got some updates from that specifically. Compton.
Oh, from okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Killing it.
Yo, I went to that TDE concert, that Toy Drive concert that they did.
How was that?
Bro, it was lit. It was so fucking fire.
Yeah.
Like,
almost
just to be in that energy and like, it was packed. Like, that place was packed out.
I saw the videos and pics and stuff. Yeah.
Packed out. It started raining. Man, what? Okay, so this is Black House Radio.
I was thinking that's not the Zach Fox one, because he's the elevator joint. Zach Fox is the one in the elevator.
He has done elevator, but this is him at Black House Radio too. He did a set with them. But yeah, it's like literally a house, and people just come through. They have tons of different DJs come through. Yeah. Shout out to Texas. My homie Texas put me onto this.
Dope.
And yeah, they just like literally sit on the couch and mix. And so I don't know, just like,
you know what's so cool about this? And I think we've had this discussion. I think we've had discussion in the faculty chat maybe, with a bunch of the deans. But it's so cool, or it might have been in one of Jamie and Girl and Pastels. It might have been one in their spaces.
Okay.
But it's just so dope seeing like the I'm gonna say younger crowd of creators. Like, I'm always dating myself, but just like think outside the box. Like, you know how Doja Cat had her partnership with Airbnb. Like just thinking outside the box when it comes to where you can do what you want to do and how you can do it. Like, they don't care. Like you're saying, like, he's DJing from a couch in a house. It's lit. Zach Fox is nuts, and he's got a fan base that goes crazy.
Yo.
He's hilarious.
He's so fucking
I didn't
funny.
even know, like, okay, so with Zach, I was just introduced to him through Abbott Elementary.
Yep.
So
same.
that's and I didn't know he was, like, super uber talented, because he does his, like, jokey freestyle and stuff on the show. Mm-hmm. I didn't know he was, like, actually in there. Yeah. So when I found out, I was like, oh, he DJ and he does all this. He's got this music background. I'm like, I had no idea.
He was at Fest. He was a DJ at FWB Fest.
You lying?
I swear to God, bro. Let me show you. You about to trip?
You lying?
I swear. I promise you. Look at this.
That's fly. See?
Nah, it was he. He went on after Latasha.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I saw the video and pictures like from Latasha's set and killing it. Shout out to the homie Path. Path was going in.
Yeah.
But I did not. I think now that you're telling me that, I think I remember that, but I did not put two and two together, like, at all. That's fly.
Where is this at, bro?
Can the chat hear the music or?
Nah, I muted it.
Muted it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, no.
Just me and Steph. After his set.
Yo, you out here living life.
He was being mad silly too. Like, bro, like I was like right there with the Osmo with that camera.
Okay.
it was like 1%, and I was just like in the zone, like recording.
Swag. He did not care. He's in his element.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. Okay, so all right, I have a question for you, Raven. Because going into 25, we need to have more of this. We need to have more of this on chain. Well, it doesn't. Whatever. Doesn't
More of what? The Black House Radio?
No, just creative people of culture thinking outside the box, doing whatever they want.
Oh yeah.
That's what Web3 is all about.
Yeah.
So
I want to help them get on chain. Actually, Black House Radio.
Do it. Send them a message.
They're out here, and I want to like help them get They have like a whole archive of all these videos that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what the blockchain's for.
Exactly. That's
so
what I'm saying. The archive
early.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So, going into 25. Okay. So one of the things that I feel like I heavily dropped the ball on is and it's been talked about a lot, but we should have had some kind of event, IRL, conference, meetup, something. I should have had something early, like 3 times now. So when it comes to like this space, like what would be some of your ideas, if you can share, like some of your alpha, some of your ideas on if you were to throw an event, like a 50 million, because
that's happening.
Shout out to the Masquerade. You already killed it with that.
Yo,
so going for, where's your soundboard? You need the soundboard. You feel me? Got the Asada dropping on your Logi.
Yo, for real though. I'm like, what is that? Got Asada on the keyboard. That's crazy.
That's lit. It's lit. But yeah, I want to know. I want to pick your brain, like, because for me, actually, this would be a perfect stream to like tell you what I've planned personally in my head, and also have pitched to the faculty and to other people and to like investors and whoop-de-wop.
Okay.
Event planners, like I've gotten to the point where we need to go.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said before, we were at that splits conversation. Like,
okay, word.
Let's figure out the splits and let's move.
Yeah.
Right. So, like for you, what would you do? Because in 25, like
it's up, bro. I'm already knowing. I'm with you. I'm so excited. Like
I can't even imagine what's gonna happen in January. I can't.
Just stay ready so you ain't got to get ready.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
it.
So what are some of the things like that you would do? Obviously, like Zach Fox has already been at an FWV event, like DJing. Like who would you want at your event? Would you do speaking stuff? Would you just not? Would it just be party? Would it just be this? So I'm asking all these questions because we brainstormed all of this for Ohnahji.
Yeah.
And I'm not there. Here's the thing. If I had the capital, if Ohnahji blows up out of nowhere and like we're getting, I don't know, 100, 200, 300 ETH secondary sales or something crazy that I know that all these other projects are getting on the back end, that they're not like, hey, we had 50 sales today.
Right.
Like, they're not saying all that.
Exactly.
If I get something like that, I'm going in on everything. Everything. So I'm already brainstorming the craziest stuff. I want to have an Ohnahji bounce house.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you blow it up.
Yeah,
and it's like it's university themed, so it's either like a dorm room.
Oh shit.
Or like a registration desk.
Okay.
And just people just go in there and that's the type of things like, well, what do you want at your event? I want that.
An Ohnahji bounce house. I like that.
And I've researched makers in LA.
Yeah, that can make a custom bounce house.
And it's not that it's expensive.
Yeah.
But it's not that expensive. It's not impossible.
Right.
Not even close.
Right.
So tell me like when we go to if you can share like what's planned for the next like 50 millimeter
collective like event.
Manifest it. Let's go.
Man, I feel like I really just want to build like a solid like foundation, whether it's like a bi-weekly like meetup to just like hoop and like hang out kind of thing. Like I just really want to like build and foster deeper relationships that then I can like, cause like the Meta Masquerade, I definitely want to throw another one of those. Yeah. Like I want to like make that a reoccurring thing for sure. Cause that shit is that was just so elite. And Nobody
so
was
mad
doing
I missed that.
I'm mad you
I was
missed
out
it
of
too.
town. I was out of town.
Yo, like nobody is doing that the way that we had did. Like
they wouldn't even think of that. They don't even. They wouldn't.
It was so next level. So I like that vibe too. Like I like getting dressed up, you know, getting a suit on, getting a fresh cut. Like we had masquerade masks. Like people showed up in masquerade masks.
After the Sunnies. The after party for the Sunnies or something like
that. That could potentially be
or the second annual Sunnies or something. I don't know. Like
yeah,
I'm saying, you got these crazy connections in the space, Raven. Go in.
Well, that's what I have been spending a lot of time like journaling. Like I literally the prompt is what do you want? Like what do I want? Like what even like a stream like this to where it's like we're having conversations and enjoying a meal, but like us just being ourselves and chopping it up.
Right.
And like like I don't have the vision yet for like what an event would look like in the near future for 50mm Collective. Okay. I know it's something, but I don't know because I've also learned, there's a lot of different ways you can tailor an event. Like, is it a workshop? Like, are people learning things? Is it just like a meetup?
Right. And that'll vary based on the people or that you plan to have there.
Yeah, like how many people do you even want? Because then that determines like, is it a party or is it just like a get together, like chill vibe? Yep. I'm also not a yeller, so I'm not trying to have like it be super loud and like that I don't know, but
like when you're trying to network and stuff with people,
exactly.
Like you don't want to talk over the music and like
never, because I don't last long. Like I'm like yelling, then about 20 minutes, I'm like I need some tea, peppermint tea with some honey or something.
I feel you.
Yeah, bro, but I do think the possibilities are endless.
Anything's possible.
And I think like me and Alex Hutchie, we just went to Long Beach.
Y'all been killing it.
To Chomp. I guess Chomp's an NFT project on base, but they hosted an event in Long Beach.
Really?
That was in collaboration with a DJ collective out here. Bro,
you gotta tell me these things. Shoot me the alpha.
I didn't even know.
Last minute?
Well, yeah, he just like was like, "Oh, you're in LA, you should pull up." And I was like, on the fence. I was like, "Oh yeah, let's go check it out."
Yeah.
Because usually, like, the events that I have been out here in LA that are Web3, it's not necessarily like value aligned demographic. Like it's not. Okay. It's just not the people who I'm trying to like. Yeah. Hang out with on a fucking Saturday afternoon, but this event they were,
that's
and the event was fly as fuck. Like the event was dope. Hey, give Chomp more money for more events, especially if they're in collaboration with the DJ.
Chomp. I don't even know Chomp, but give him more money.
Yeah, it was a vibe, bro. And the other thing too is like, should I say this?
That's up to you. It's your stream.
I'm going to say this.
Recording space. This is a recording space, not financial advice. Not
I'm going to say this. Like, a lot of events in the past that I have been going to, it was a lot of dudes. A lot of, like...
And from...
Just a lot of dudes. And I'm like, can we get some ladies in the mix?
Just
like
the diversity. Just that word again. That's it.
Just more... Just different people. And this last event, Chomp had the diversity.
Sick.
It was great. It was a great event.
Sick.
Also, I also want to shout out Boys Club because anytime Boys Club has an event, it's lit. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. I'm dropping the ball. I need an event,
bro. Like
a something.
OhnahjiU
Deans. I'm coming back to the faculty chat.
Y'all need it because
we waited too long.
The thing about like Web3 events is like. I don't even know how to say.
Yes, you do.
We just got the sauce, bro. Like we just know what's what, and we got the sauce. And like, a lot of events don't have sauce or seasonings, and so it's just like
bland.
We gotta bring the sauce. Like, let us come and bring the sauce. Like, I got the secret sauce. Let us just come and cook. And I know that's what y'all would do. So
Because that's what I was gonna ask you. I was gonna ask you, like you said, well, I haven't really like super brainstormed it and stuff like that, but you know what events you've been to that have been fly as hell. And you know what events you've been to that are like, I could have stayed home for this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Same for me, right? And it was cool because early in the space, like the first year, 22, the Waconomy crew.
Oh, word, yeah.
Waconomy and God, I'm forgetting the name. Web3. It was Web3 something. What's the something? Dang, I'm gonna get crucified for that. Not doing that name. But that's where I first met him. You.
Okay. Yep. Oh,
in LA.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Web3 pull up. That's it. Web3 pull up.
The event that they hosted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the space. They had spaces and all that stuff. And then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was on a panel in there. That was my first, like, they invited me to a panel. And so that's kind of like what I thought the events were.
Got you.
And I quickly found out going to like conferences and any events with the NFT in the name or the Web3 in the name or the ETH in the name. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But I still had an open mind. I still had to be there. I still had a network.
Totally.
But I would have much rather had more fun at a cultured event.
Yeah.
Like and it's crazy too, during FarCon in Venice Beach, right?
Yeah.
We went over there and it was like, shout out to you over there too. That's why it's like epic. But
yeah.
Just going to that event and seeing like a cultured event with the sauce right next to not sauceless.
They left the sauce at the crib.
They didn't. They had maybe some ketchup, but it was just interesting seeing that. And I'm a super like aware person. I have to be.
Yeah.
As a parent, black. All that stuff. Like,
absolutely.
And I'm just like hyper aware of like what's going on in my surroundings. Anyway, growing up in where I grew up, it was 1% black at the time. It's like up to 4% black now.
Word.
So like when I'm in like LA and stuff and I'm like, oh, this is excellent. Then I went to Afrotech and I was like, holy.
Damn.
Have you been to Afrotech?
No,
yet?
I haven't.
We'll talk about that, but that's insane.
Damn.
So it's like I'm always moving with like and especially just being in LA now and having the awareness to be like, okay, this is a black event.
Yeah.
In an area that they don't really see a whole lot of us.
Right.
It's not even a matter of want to or have to or anything. It's just they just don't.
Right.
They just don't, right? And just being at that event and kind of like there was a situation I had to go, had to leave, I had to go to the bathroom, right? And I went and I was looking for whatever, and I guess one of the people that was working the event and another event was like, hey, like what are you doing? What are you doing over here? And it was a base sponsored event.
Oh, word.
All I was doing was looking at the base backdrop banner.
Yeah.
Like what do they call those? Step and
repeat. Yeah.
I just learned that word, like, or that phrase, like.
Yeah.
But that's all I was doing. But I don't know. Like, she was just like, hey, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, trying to.
Where are you going?
Trying to check you. Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? And I was like, she's just looking at me like. And I quickly got the vibe like, oh, you not where you're supposed to be.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool, I get it, whatever. I kind of got upset. I kind of got more upset in the moment just because I was like already feeling like I was like representing the OhnahjiU fam.
Yeah.
And I kind of like was like, this lady has no idea who I'm not anybody by any stretch of the imagination. Right. But when I walk into some of these events, they're like, oh, B. And then, I get that kind of energy where people are looking like, who is that guy? Because I'm getting hugs and love and all that stuff. And it's just like this girl, this person, staff, they have no idea who I am.
Yeah.
Which also put it in perspective, like we're early still. It's the beginning.
Yeah.
But I was just like, dang, like we're at an event here. Like I'm here for a reason, clearly.
Right.
I'm looking at this banner that nobody knows what this is.
Right.
Like, that, like, what do you like? So then I just went to the restroom, whatever, came back, and I was like, all right, you got it, like, whatever. Like,
yeah, that's unfortunate. Cause like, just like, why is that even our experience?
Well, that's the reason why I made OhnahjiU. That's exactly why I can't leave this mission. That's exactly why I'm gonna stay here. So
see, this is why I have to have two screens.
You're good. You're all good.
See how this happens? The devil is a liar.
But yeah, so for me, man, I've been planning an event for like multiple iterations of how I can do NFT tickets. Like Raven, the plan I had. No, we'll talk about it. I'll put it on there because if anybody comes out with it, they'll be like, oh, But it was fly. I'll tell you. I'll tell you the whole thing because we're going into 25. Like
There we go.
Yeah. So it was cool too because I was trying to like tease like a whole rollout on the Have you seen the Ohnahji Instagram page?
No,
like
but I can't right now.
Our layout. Like I got the old school like mural, going all the way down the page, like that old school old.
Oh yeah.
But we teased like I kept saying going into 24, oh, we're gonna double up. Like 24 is the year to double up, right? It's kind of like our little like mantra or whatever for the year. And let me see, OhnahjiJ.
Thank you.
No, you're good. There you go.
H?
Yep. There you go. Cool.
Thank you.
So I was like, we got to do an event. So I picked the date and everything. Like I researched like what happens in LA, like around different events and stuff. I was talking to one of the homies that's a planner. And it was just like, you have to log in to see the rest. But I had these big plans. So what I wanted to do was kind of like the VCon vibes a little bit, steal a little sauce from that, where we could do an event that you have to get the NFT as a ticket. Like there's no way around it type of thing, which was really easy. That's fine. What I was going to do is get with all of the homies that we love, musicians and artists and videographers, whatever, to do an Ohnahji mixtape.
Oh, no.
So the Ohnahji mixtape was going to be like, and it was going to be half, it was going to be like, I had the whole thing planned out. It was going to be half like nighttime club vibes type of thing, whatever, after party, block party style, because, university thing. And then the before was going to be marching band style.
Okay, word.
Right.
I like that.
So it was gonna be half and half, and I was gonna reach out to people, collaborate, even produce, or do the music if I have to on some, whatever, fill in the blanks, right?
Word.
I was gonna do that. We're gonna drop that as an NFT, do cover, and I was gonna reach out to artists to do covers.
Okay.
For them.
Got
so
you.
different covers for the mixtape.
Yeah.
Different tracks. The different tracks and the whole thing, and also you can do rarity where you do like the hidden the hidden rare ones that can be variants of the albums.
Okay,
so I was gonna do that album art different, reach out to my favorite artists, whoever wants to ride thinks is a cool, and I reached out to a bunch of the artists, some of the artists, music artists, and they were like, yeah, bet, let me know, say less. And then so all I was gonna do is use that mint, that music mint NFT, the soundtrack as your ticket to get into the Ohnahji. What did I say? We weren't gonna do OhnahjiCon because OhnahjiCon is like big. Like you think con convention, you think big. It was
right.
We were gonna call it Spring Break.
I like that.
So it was gonna be it was tight. It was Spring Break. And that's when, I had the bounce house idea. And I was using Midjourney and all that stuff to visualize.
Yeah.
Like I have all
Next
of that.
level,
Yeah.
By the way, to do that, to be able to like use Midjourney to like actually
concept.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's insane.
So I was doing that, and so I was gonna have the event. I was like thinking about do we do it as like a 3-day weekend thing, 2-day, 1 day? I think I wanted to do like a 2-day where the first one's like, networking and maybe a panel. So we were thinking like a Friday, Saturday thing. So the Friday is like the work week, like you're in school in the university. Then the Saturday, we're going to kick it, chill, party. I was there. It was there. just what's the splits? Can we get some sponsors? Let's roll. So if I had money, Raven, it was on. I have ideas like crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so I mean, would you want, like, what's that sound like? Does that sound like something you would want to come to type thing? Like, you know?
Yeah, I feel like, I definitely feel like Ohnahji, that's like so in alignment with like the marching band aspect of it. The, like, bro, I love that. I think like, yeah, man,
25, we can do, or 26, whatever. Like, some big thing. You got some ideas going crazy.
Seriously, because like I want to, like, now I want to see like the Mid-Journey concepts, because
I'll show you. I'll send them to you.
Did you ever go to, I don't know if they actually, now that you mentioned when you moved out here, are you familiar with Anderson's Pack's Pack House event?
Mm-mm.
He would throw this event.
Pull it up.
And yeah, that's a good call. It was like Echo Park area.
Okay.
Go to Google. Google has better photos. But he would like bring a bunch of different music artists and they would perform, and then there was like, they had a bounce house. They did like free haircuts for kids in the park.
Yes, barber. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Somebody braiding, like.
Oh shit, this was it. And I was a volunteer photographer this year, actually.
Word.
Whatever year this is, maybe 2021 or something.
Sick.
But that's like a kind of like what you're mentioning is reminding me of Pack House.
Was there not one for 24?
Well, they switched. It was like here in LA, and then I think like maybe last year or the year before that they went to Oxnard, California. That's where he's from.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see if I can do like, what year was it? Was it 2021? No, maybe it was before the pandemic. There's pre-pandemic and there's.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So many people were building some cool stuff.
Cause yeah, like I was in the pit, like taking some of these photos.
Sick. Look at you out there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just a dope free community event. They would raffle. It was like around Christmas time.
Yeah.
They would raffle off prizes and things like that. But yeah, as like you just kind of like briefly mentioned the Ohnahji event, like that's what came to mind.
Sick.
It was something like that. But
very, very doable.
It's totally doable. And yeah, and I think even too, like what I've learned with hosting events is like it's good to have like consistent, like smaller community things to where people will like show up for that. So then you know, like, all right, this is my core, like 10 to 20 that I know gonna be there.
Right.
You know?
I think that's for us too. It was super cool. It is still super cool, but it's like the pros and cons of everything, right? We're not all based in the same area. Like one of my biggest selling points, right, for the Ohnahji fam, when I was shilling those tokens like crazy, is like we are a global thing. Like I have deans all over the globe, around the clock, which is cool. But when it comes to like the IRL side, that's hard. That's much harder. Like, you know, but I mean, if I had capital, I would fly out my deans, like come out, like, you know, put them up, all that good stuff. But like, that's like, for us, it's like we scaled in a bunch of different senses, but in other ways, not so much. But it's cool because like, that's just like the organic way that we grew. It's the organic way that it rolled out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change a thing, obviously. There's several points in like crypto and my journey in emerging tech where I was like, dang, there's plenty of points where I could have been like one of the yacht boys or on the boats. Like, that's it. I don't care what's going on in the rest of the world type of thing. Right. So everything happens for a reason.
Totally.
And like, you know, if it wasn't time at that time, it wasn't time at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So everything is going to happen when it needs to happen. And like, it's cool. Like,
amen.
Like,
you're in divine alignment, most definitely.
Heck yeah. I try.
All right. To start
What else we
wrapping
gonna get
things
into?
up,
Yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about rodeo.
Cool. We can talk about all the platforms.
You are the rodeo maxi of like people that I know.
Yeah.
Like you're most active on there. Can you talk? Can we talk a little bit about like your experience, the art that you're putting on there, why you're so active on there, like what you like about it? Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, cool. So where you want me to start? So rodeo is one of the new social platforms. It's kind of like, what do we call it? Decentralized social, DSO.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah, that's what that means.
DSO?
Decentralized social. So like one of the Web3 blockchain, platforms. We're trying to pivot from the Instagrams and different things like that. Especially Prime just lost his Instagram account again. So it's like, the censorship and whatever, it's like we don't own what's going on these Web2 platforms. That's the whole point of what we're doing.
Yeah.
So rodeo is one of them. Rodeo is kind of like, to me, the biggest, like, aesthetically Instagram quote unquote killer, right? Or trying to do. So for me, it felt like the UI UX felt really seamless. And like I knew how to navigate it just because it's like an Instagram, like the whole vibe. It feels the buttons are everywhere they need to be, type of thing.
You weren't tapping around like trying to search for things.
Right. It wasn't. You're good. It wasn't like with like Orb. Shout out to Orb. Shout out to Orb team. Shout out to. Hey.
This is rodeo.
I follow that artist. Dope work. Well, yeah, it's going in. So it's like a little It's like an Instagram style feed. Like features the art. People have their individual profiles, but on there you can collect the work. So you can mint and collect the work. And it's cool the dynamic of how they've gone through it. And did you see my YouTube video about rodeo?
Oh no!
Early, yeah, you didn't even know we had a YouTube channel.
Nah.
Yeah, nobody does, but that's fine. So while you pull that up,
go subscribe to.
Just go.
It's OhnahjiU YouTube.
Yeah, just search. I guess just go YouTube and search OhnahjiU. And that's one of the things we talk about too. Is like when you're building stuff, just make a unique name.
Yeah.
And then, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sick of like the derivatives and like there you go. Yeah, that middle one. You don't have to click it now, but you can watch. I don't know, but cringe. Watch it.
Okay.
But
abort.
No. But I talked about what was that? 8/17/24. 8/17. When the rodeo team was rocking, it was kind of some controversial with them. The rodeo team is the team behind Foundation. It's the same team. It's their pivot. So Foundation was one of the the marketplace / galleries for.
That's where I launched a lot of my stuff.
Exactly for Web3 work, for NFTs, digital collectibles, whatever. It was one of like the best galleries, marketplaces for artists, and they really champion the artists, right? Unfortunately, it's just like Clubhouse. I didn't get an invite, so I was just like,
"You didn't get an invite to Foundation, bro?"
I'll be left out of a lot of conversations. It's okay.
Yo,
I'm here
what?
for radio, so check this out. No, I'm there now, but when they opened it up, so they opened it up after like over some time. But yeah, in the beginning, the big run, I wasn't there. No big deal. I didn't really have a lot of work. I was going the 10K PFP route anyway, so I didn't have any work to like put on there. So, but yeah. The team is super talented. Everybody loves the Foundation team, loves Foundation, what they're doing, how they champion the artists, all that good stuff. Then they kind of got a lot of flack for how they were moving with rodeo. And I thought it was a little unfair just because when it comes to like, and maybe this is just me being a founder and in the position I'm in now, you have to play where everybody's at, right now. Like you have to navigate the space how it is. You can't deviate and change so many different factors and variables, or that people are just gonna be like overwhelmed. Like like everything about what you're doing is different. I can't.
Yeah.
Sorry. Like none of this feels familiar.
Yeah.
So you have to have some level of familiarity when you're building anything, especially in emerging tech. So to me, and what we're seeing now going forward, their execution was flawless, but I already knew that because it's the team from Foundation. Yeah. That execution was already flawless.
Yeah.
So they got a lot of flack for like how they kind of like pivoted the Instagram page. It was kind of like Foundation is cold turkey. Boom, cut it. We're on to the next thing. But I mean, anybody who knows that all this work is on chain. It's not going where they didn't kill, a lot of artists were saying like my work was featured on the page, like, and that's gone now type of thing. But I mean,
is it just they're not making like any consistent like updates to Foundation? Because
they still are.
Oh, okay.
Right. They're not, and the team has said that they're not abandoning Foundation.
Yeah.
They're not.
It's just in addition to Rodeo.
Correct. This was early. We had to be on desktop.
Totally.
Next wave is mobile. If they didn't pivot to mobile, then this would have to go away, and then everybody would be mad.
Yeah.
They need Rodeo because we're going to a mobile route
for sure.
to sustain this.
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't understand that.
That totally makes well, and too, because like when Rodeo launched, I feel like it was like the beginning of the mobile pivot, like because like we had said earlier, for the longest time, like it was taboo to have your wallet on your phone.
Correct.
Like
it was dangerous.
Yeah.
Said, like, dude, people know. Well, okay. Shout out to the homies, but I've been in spaces where people are like, no, don't do that still. And I'm like, I'm over there like, should I jump in now? Like, no, it's because I'm one of the ones who told them like in the early days, like it wasn't as safe. Yeah. But now that it is, I'm like, let me chill for a minute. I'll go in the back end. Like, well, things are different now.
Yeah. But, and it's good to have multiple wallets, right? Like you have your mobile wallet to do your hot girl shit and, be reckless or do what you gotta do. But then you also have like
Hot Boys as well too.
Be reckless.
But yeah, no, 100%. But for me, and I feel like the addition of Rodeo and some of these other apps, I'll name them all my favorites for sure. I'm not quiet about it. It's getting safer.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like damn near impossible to get rugged on Rodeo. There's not a way around it. Now, it's still keeping the themes of decentralization, which is crazy because, okay, shout out to Raven50MM, all the fam, when they were doing, talks on going through like terms and conditions and stuff like that, right? We all just fly through those bad habits. But now you can toss those in GPT, summarize it, tell me what's different, tell me what's new about like what's
in this
off
new
about
terms
this.
Of condition. Okay,
exactly.
got you.
I read, so I see through Dean of Business, Dean of AI at the U. He's like, tell me what's like, go look in the terms and conditions for that, right? So I did it one day and I was like, this is the this is a crazy thing to say. This is the flyest terms and conditions I've ever read. This is
what do you mean by that?
It's for the creator. Their terms and conditions are written to like where we care about people. And I've never read a terms and conditions like that.
That's interesting. Okay.
You should check it out. So yeah, so when in free time, whatever, if you're bored, you're not gonna be, you busy. But the terms and conditions shocked me.
Okay. For Rodeo.
Yes.
Okay.
They shocked me so much I wanted to go and read the Foundation one to see if that was the same ethos, and I think it probably is. I didn't go check yet because I got busy. Rodeo's popping. But it's the terms and conditions is a safe space, which is insane to say.
Wow. Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they're outlining, and we had a conversation on OhnahjiU Saturday about term and conditions for Meta. Remember when Meta played in NFTs for 2 seconds?
Yep.
I read that terms and conditions on this. We went through that, broke that down into space, and it was pretty fly. And it was cool because, they did a really good job. They had to, of explaining what blockchain is, what NFTs are, who owns what. Like those are the main things. And those businesses, they have to get that perfect.
Yeah.
And Meta's terms and conditions was really good on that. And so is Rodeo's. If you want to read the terms and conditions on how to move in the space building an app, go read those terms and conditions.
Okay, word. Okay.
I guess that's some crazy alpha. I don't know. They probably mad I'm saying this on camera, but oh well, like whatever.
Yeah.
You gotta put me on payroll to tell me what not to say.
Yeah.
Just kidding. But Rodeo's dope because it's familiar. But like as you were saying, we're pivoting from the desktop era to mobile first. You can't out the gate be like let people play with millions and trillions of dollars out the gate on a new tech like that. You can't do it.
Yeah.
And the space wasn't allowing for it, right? So it was a perfect time, perfect storm of, innovation for them to just be like, okay, we were ready to drop our joint. I know for a fact, right, that the way that it's built, they can easily turn the switch on turn the switch to include everything that all the old foundation people, artists were kind of complaining and upset about that's not in the functionality for rodeo. Easily, it's like a line of code.
Oh wow.
That my homie could put in.
Yeah.
Because I unplugged. I got my homie over there. We talk about that. I'm about to put him on a space. He said you want to pull up, so I was like, cool.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's good. Like,
yeah.
But it doesn't surprise. I don't understand why that's surprising to anybody because Foundation was incredible.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get to play on Foundation. The more and more I'm on rodeo, I'm like, dang, I wish I got an invite to Foundation. Like that's how good it is. So
how do you? The one hang up I have with rodeo is a 24-hour mint period.
Okay, so tell me about that.
That's like
you think that's an easy thing that they could easily take out?
Yeah, I feel like that we should be able to toggle that shit on and off if we want to.
You don't think they could do that?
I feel like we should be able to as creators.
But you don't think that they can add that in?
Yeah. I think that they could. I think that they can. Yeah.
Then they will. Like, do you think that's a hard change to put in the app? Absolutely not.
Nah, but that's what's deterring me from using the app.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because the reason they have that 24-hour time is just to generate, momentum, eyes, like a shot clock type energy.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the word for that. I don't know, but.
And they did have that when like an auction started on Foundation. So like you put a piece up there, but once somebody had to place a bid and then a 24-hour.
That's cool. That's a cool dynamic that they played with. Yeah.
Yeah. Rather than like you just put it up and then the clock starts.
So people would probably say that are you aware that they're adding the secondary and the flips?
I saw that. I don't really get it.
Oh my God, it's so dope.
Tell me about it.
It's so dope. That's literally their answer to the 24-hour. So the 24-hour thing is like, dang, my favorite artist, whatever, I can't collect this piece because it's expired. Like that's it. I can't collect it anymore. Mm-hmm. No, sit tight. Boom, flips. Now you can go back and collect anything, offer some money for earlier pieces. That's literally how the space is supposed to work, Raven.
But like, what if no piece is minted within 24 hours? Then that piece is just dubbed?
Post it again.
Deleted and posted off of
Deleted and posted again. If nobody minted it, it's not minted. Yeah. It's not on the blockchain. And that's in the terms and conditions too. Oh my God, it's so dope. I'm such a nerd, but whatever.
Now this is helpful because when we were tied to our desktop, once you put it on the blockchain, it's up there. Yeah. So it's it's almost like was bad practice to put it up there again if there's no action, there's no,
because you're diluting the previous pieces. You're lessening the value because you're adding more. Like if there's a one of one and maybe somebody minted it or whatever, it was minted, but it's in the creator's wallet or something like that. And then later on they minted it again because of the 24-hour shot clock, right? That devalues. Now there's two. It's a two of one. It's not a one of one anymore. Right. With this, the way that it works is these are posts like Instagram. You post it, whatever. They hold it on their own server type of thing.
Yeah.
They, in the terms and conditions, have also said that they don't own any of the work that is posted but not minted. And they make that distinction on purpose because you kind of have to, because then the pieces get minted and they don't own it. So it's genius. Oh my God, they did such a good job with the terms and conditions, Raven. I was shocked. Okay, so with that, right? The shot clock.
Because you can edit. I'm tapping around here, and you can edit, but it's only within the first hour. I can't delete it though.
Your old post? You should be able to, unless it's minted.
Nah, nobody is.
Then you should be able to delete it.
Collectors, no collectors.
It won't let you?
Nah, it just says edit, and then
maybe it's maybe
a special feature.
No, like a time frame for that, but maybe let's see. But that doesn't make sense because that would free up like bandwidth on like in the server type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Wait, you're tripping. What's the motorcycle picture? This one? Raven, I'm into that.
There's no collectors on it.
Are you really? But you're not seeing numbers there. Your app is, app is tripping. No, I'm just playing. I thought I have that.
I also have this other. I put this Jake Paul up here.
Maybe I'm tripping.
I did a couple of motorcycle ones though, so it might have been.
Oh.
That you might be thinking of.
Nope. No, it was the Ohnahji color one. You know me. I'm a sucker for those palettes.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh no, I didn't.
Is that somewhere else? That's Zora or something? Or?
Maybe I put that one on Zora. I don't know if I minted that one actually.
I don't know. We'll dive into it. I'm not sure, but yeah, you definitely should be able to delete. Maybe see, I got offers and stuff. So I got this offer has been accepted. I've been missing flips, but it's all good. It's funny too because the way they gamified it. Like, of course, it's attention and they're trying to gain attention. That's their job and stuff. But it's like not super addictive. It's like you remember how like the team behind Instagram was like, we're coding in mechanisms that keep you in the app, but we care about people. It was the original Instagram team before like they got acquired by Meta and stuff or whatever.
Okay, got you.
So they're like, yeah. And then a bunch of the devs and engineers, they're like, yeah, I don't let my kids and my family play with the app that I built because it's addictive.
Yeah.
And then they're like, yeah, I would never build this. Like it was just like snowball effects. Hopefully we don't go that route with AI because, bruh. But
yeah, please, Lord.
Like, we'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Yeah, we will be all right. Yeah.
But I don't know. You should be able to delete. I'll do some research on that. But
yeah, let me know. Let me know in the Discord.
But yeah, so I mean,
because I got a couple.
But even if nobody collects it, post it again. Still, they're trying to take like the ethos of how we already post content. And that's how Zora too.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make it like seamless to collect it, and it's got credits. You can buy the credits through Apple Pay. It's like we're at the seamless place now that artists and people can get on this app. They can gain rewards, top collectors, all that stuff. It's like the UI is perfect. But I've been adding a lot of feedback to the devs too. It's just dope.
Oh that's a cool part of being like involved right now is like the accessibility to founders and devs to where you can like in real time help carve and mold like how these apps are being created. Yeah, it's dope.
And it's not even from like a standpoint of I need some like credit or something like that. It's like I'm just able to network with you. Like it's valuable.
Yeah, totally.
So it's the thing that like the platforms need the artists and the artists need the platforms.
Yeah.
And they can work together.
Totally.
I promise you. Because I do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's cool. It's cool because people can mention, so the 24-hour shot clock, people were complaining about that. Their answer to that was, we have this new features, flips. They're secondary. This shocked me because all of this work lives on chain. So you can go look at like my elements or our Ohnahji elements on OpenSea and on any other ETH marketplaces or base marketplaces, right? Mm-hmm. So these are minted pieces that you can flip and trade and send and sell and stuff on other secondary mechanisms. But then they said, no, we're going to make it easy in our system and introduce the flips. The flips are dope because it's a 5x or a 10x or 100x. Today, they actually just dropped 500x. So there was 3 options before. Now there's a fourth is 500x.
Can you break that down? Like, what does that mean?
So these are quote unquote penny mints or free mints, right? None of the mints were free ever. There's always a blockchain cost, like on all the chains. It could be fractions of a cent, or it can be on ETH. It could be $20. On Bitcoin, it could be $20, $30, $40. Like it's expensive, but this is on Base. So Rodeo is built on Base. Transaction fees are pretty small. So, but each mint, I believe, now don't quote me, but I believe it was like 25 cents. Then maybe it went to like 30 cents ish, 30 cents. I feel like there are some fee changes happening.
Yeah.
That I don't know if they're getting announced, but like for me, I'm like, okay, this feels like I could have bought more than, like, does that make sense? Like, I feel like I got 2 pieces when I looked at the balance and I transferred some money over or whatever, and it should be like about 3. So I'm like, and like when I'm minting my own pieces, I think since they turn, this is a guess, I could be completely wrong, but it feels like when they turn on the flips, you don't get a discount for minting your own work anymore, which is probably valid. Because you could just, I don't know, like, you know, people could, I don't know, run the numbers up like some of these collections were doing back in the day. Like, I stay away from that stuff, of course, but, you know, organic only. So, but with the flips, so each post already is like, what, 25 to 30 cents, we'll say, on all the platforms. That's like the free mint meta.
Yeah.
And so you got the 5X, you got the, which is 5X is $1.30 something or whatever. The 5X is like 310, 315. I don't know the math, but it shows you in the thing. Like, and then, or it does it by credit. So you don't even have to do any of that. It's just like the credit. And then 100X. And then, so the 100X was cool because the 100X, and I haven't hit 100X yet. Like, haven't got a 100X flip yet. I've got a bunch of 5Xs, got some 10Xs, haven't got 100. It's cool because like, it's like a milestone. Oh, we should tell them like, put that in your profile, like how many flips you were able to, if you hit those badges, like you got, I'm giving too much. I'm giving too
that's
much
what
game.
I'm saying.
But
like,
I love the team. That's why. And
they need to love you back with the consulting fee.
Nah, I'm sure they've talked about the things, the ideas that I brought up for sure. But 100X was kind of special because the 100X at the time, what was $30, was about like, you know, was around like the 30 to 35, which was the price of the Ohnahji's. So 0.01 ETH right now is like, you know, the 35 with ETH at 3,500. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know why I just connected that. I was like, it's still really kind of affordable and cheap, but like it's full circle to where we priced Ohnahji's, the OG Ohnahji PFPs, like exceptionally low on purpose because we wanted to get more people access to be able to purchase them. We could have set the price at whatever we wanted, you know? But that was you know, me and Prime, we were like, no, we want this affordable. We want as many people to participate as possible.
Right.
So we even were explaining to them, no, this is kind of like a free plus shipping model as well too, where your gas, your tax, whatever you want to call it, is going to be exorbitantly higher than the price of the purchase. So we were having those gas fee conversations, all that good stuff early on. But it was just cool to see like the 100X flip in rodeo was like the same price as the OG
Ohnahji. It's
Ohnahji.
kind of like a full circle.
It is. Yeah. Now
they had to see like with Ohnahji's where everything was with the tech then to now we're on mobile. It's like I feel you.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Going through like the, you know, Twitter's sexy hexy, and then they got rid of it. And when Elon came, it's like, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know what that is.
The hexagon frames.
Oh, word. Oh, yeah.
Called the sexy hexy.
Yeah.
So it's like all these different little full circle pieces. I'm gonna tell that. After this call, I'm probably gonna hit my boy up and be like, yo, or maybe your stream, you can clip this part of the rodeo thing and it'll go, you know what I'm saying? Your little
get him start cooking.
Get him start cooking. This is the intro for people to like rodeo goes crazy, and you can point back to the numbers on that and then be like, hey, that's the point of documenting everything. That's what blockchain is, document. Okay, I'm getting off track. But, okay, so for me, like I'm working, this is clearly me working on 18 different things at a time. So with Ohnahji, the only pieces that I put on rodeo, which somebody looking at this feed would be like, okay, cool, whatever. I don't know. But there's regular artists on there that just like post everything, like process, work in process, maybe selfies. It don't matter, anything, like anything that you want to post, like it's your Instagram. Video yet or no? Yeah, they have animation, they have video. Yeah, all that stuff. There's a music tab. There's a memes tab. There's pixel art.
I don't think you can categorize video. I don't know though.
There's just animation is a category.
But I uploaded the Sonny's video to rodeo.
What category did you use, or you didn't have it at the time?
No,
Okay,
there's
that's all
no
right.
category. Yeah, no.
But that's what I'm saying. With the categories, it's a flip of a button. They can add and take those off at any time.
Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? So, yeah. But the coolest part for me was that rodeo, the number one category, still has the most action is the generative art one.
Yeah.
And we were talking about that. You were asking me about in the Discord, like I'm not tapped in with art blocks, generative art, any of that.
Nah.
I love it. I love it. So
Okay.
for me, I was learning like how to build it and just generative art. And when we say generative art, it's basically like art created with code, essentially.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
no paintbrushes, no Photoshop, no digital anything. It's just like it's code based art, which is aligns with PFPs and like the generative stacking, which is different because that's more like art based than generative art is as far as like
specifically code.
right.
Okay.
Exactly. So I have a script and I can print as many of these as possible. If right now I got 73 of a
script
Blender.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I did was, and I'm learning a bunch of different things at a time. I told GPT that I want to build such and such. I need, and I have the technical whatever verbiage for like the isometric. I need random cubes or
okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, in different palettes and whatever. Blah, 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 blah. So I had this idea to take. This is a long story short, but I had this idea of the elements because I was diving into feng shui again because I don't know every quarter I like revisit like okay my home feels cluttered or whatever.
Yeah.
So feng shui, we got the 5 elements. It's got fire, earth, water, metal, or whatever, right? So I made these 5 buckets of colors, and this is me having several conversations with GPT and Claude trying to build out, this generative art project, and it wasn't planned to be on Rodeo like at all. That just happened to align with I need a place to drop some stuff. This is a cool place. I need to play with this app. I don't have really content, but GPT got my back.
Okay, with the generative project.
Right. And at the time, or still, the highest category right now is generative art. So I'm meeting a lot of generative artists and, just diving in that side by getting to explore generative art, the code, GPT, Blender at the same time. So I told GPT what I wanted, and I had to tweak it, of course, but it gave me, I said, I need a script for Blender that gives me blah, 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 blah. Just piece it together. Did that, several massaging over, a couple weeks. And then I finally got it to where I wanted to get it. I'm super huge on like randomization. So it's like it picks a random bucket of colors. So of the little colors, it randomly puts those colors on all the facets or all the sides of the cubes, has a random number of cubes generated. and then you have the elements.
Okay.
So I tossed that on Rodeo. It's doing okay. It's like, it's not like there's some really like dope artists out there, but it's cool because I get to collect a lot of work too. And I just, take a lot of that funneled, money from like Rodeo and then just like, it just stays like that. So, I mean, like creators, people on Instagram, people with huge followings, like if this blows up, the creator economy is here. It's here. Like this tool will do what it needs to do.
Right. Versus like if essentially like you're saying like taking what us as creators taking what we put on Instagram
and not getting nothing for it, and then having to pay Instagram to reach our own following that we have cultivated.
So then, but taking that same content but putting it on something like Rodeo, you're saying is like that's where we should be.
That's where we're going.
Yeah. As like creators, we should be focused on like
keeping ownership of your stuff and getting paid for your work.
Yeah.
So this Rodeo has the potential. The way this is structured, this has the potential to OpenSea no longer. This innovation right here shows me that they know where things are headed.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is only one of the apps. Zora, they know where it's headed. They're having a hard time on the marketing side and the tech side. Jeez. And like pairing that together and getting the message out to people. They're dropping the ball several times on that. It's going to be hard to repair that trust.
For sure.
but their app is real good. Not as good as this.
Yeah.
It's not. But Zora's like desktop app also is not really as polished and as good as Foundation either, though.
Totally.
So, but they're doing a pretty good job. The other app or the ecosystem, right? We're talking about like Lens, the blockchain under Polygon.
Yep.
Just raised $31 million to build.
They are coming.
They're here.
Yeah.
And
but like even so in a bigger like 31 mil, like what?
And I mean, me personally, that's light for what I know Lens can do. I've been in Lens for a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, we were connected. Like we had early access, like username and stuff. Now you got to pay like $10 to get on the app, right? Or some whatever. Yeah. So it's like, Lens has been cooking
for sure.
But the only problem is like it was on Polygon. Polygon was kind of like a where OpenSea was. Like people are just like, okay, yeah, that's the old thing-ish type of stuff. But no, it's still, the tech is still brilliant. It's still, gas fees are super low. It's EVM. Like, yeah. So they're cooking. Orb's cooking. You've seen Orb's cooking with their app. It's like the social media is going nuts. But this right here with the flips, with the rodeos in the lead. Okay. Now, there's another app. Have you heard of Surreal?
Just from when you post about it.
Surreal's my homies too.
Is that a mobile app or is that desktop?
Both.
Both.
Yeah. Go surr.app. See what chat's talking about. I'm
My keyboard isn't working.
Oh, chat said we were frozen for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's all good. But it's fixed now.
Yeah.
Okay. Go it's just SURR. They like abbreviated or whatever. SURR.app.
SURR. What'd you say?
Yep, .app. Maybe. I'm just kidding. This is gonna blow your mind.
What blockchain is this on?
EVM space.
Okay.
So they got a For You tab that's basically a For You tab for everybody. It's not, algorithms or anything like that. But yeah, it's just an artist place. Now, coolest thing about Surreal, I'm about to chill Surreal. I love Surreal. They're the homies. They show Ohnahji a lot of love. But it's Zora and Base together. So when I'm looking at new art like every day, I explore on Surreal.
So are things that are being what's getting like you have to mint on Surreal in order for it to be populated here or how?
Nah, go back home. So that creator, the one with the
this one?
No, the cartoon one. I think it's Reek. Is that But they've been going crazy. I don't know. Yeah, or Red. I don't know. But they've been going crazy. They're supposed to be going that.
Oh, this is from Rodeo.
Exactly.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. we're at markets. We're at
Surreal is cooking.
They're all cooking.
That's pretty dope.
They're all cooking.
I like that.
So go to go ahead.
Okay, so in terms of minting on like your own smart contract,
we don't need that anymore.
It doesn't matter.
We don't need that anymore.
Why?
When you mint on or you post on Rodeo, and this was a design team decision. It's one smart contract, right? So you don't
like Foundation old days, like when you would mint.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad, bro. Or like OpenSea, like you would mint and it's like on one whole.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. But theirs was like a lazy mint because they're trying to save money. Yeah. So every wallet or account or whatever, when you start posting and it happens only when you post and get minted.
Okay.
Start your contract address for your collection. Right. So Elements has its own collection address, right? That you can search on. You can search on Basescan, Etherscan for Base, and I can edit that on OpenSea. I can change the name of it from because you know how you see Rodeo post for everybody. So that rodeo post
This right here?
is a smart contract name.
Okay.
For
I
everyone, a
see.
default one for everyone. I changed mine to Elements through OpenSea.
Okay.
So when you go to OpenSea on mine, it looks like it doesn't look like rodeo post. It looks like Elements.
Got you.
So, and they'll easily let people probably change that. His work is provocative, but he's going in.
It's a family show.
I know,
No,
right. But yeah, it's funny. But yeah, that is work on Zora and on
This
that's a
looks like
Zora
some
piece.
Zora.
Yep. Yes. You even know the
Zora
yes.
posts.
Yeah. You can tell the aesthetic, which is cool. Every blockchain has their own personality. It's nuts.
And so, as people post to their own Zora accounts on their mobile device, it's populating automatically to Surreal.
This is just a blockchain aggregator, indexer. Yep.
Okay.
A pretty one. So remember when we had ETH.co, ETH.xyz, where you basically put in your, like, I would go to OhnahjiE.eth.co. That actually works still, I think. But
I think so.
do it. Pull it up. I got you. I got you working now.
Ohnahji. What was it?
ETH.co, and then the other one is .xyz. But one of them is.
So like something like putting your work on a manifold smart contract isn't necessary anymore.
That one's gone now. So go. It's a XYZ one that's still alive. It's just sad, but putting your work on what?
XYZ. Putting your work on like a manifold smart contract.
You can if you need that. But creators aren't going to need that anymore.
What would indicate something needing that though?
You tell me. What do you just need it to not be deleted by the person by the platform, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's not gonna happen with Rodeo. You're minting it. They can't touch it. So this is like, one of the older aggregators, indexers or whatever, like wallet scanner type of things. It's basically a scanner, like Etherscan, but it's in a pretty format. That's what Surreal is.
Okay.
It's Surreal. This is cooking this. This is the evolution of Surreal's the evolution of this, and it's cooking. It's cool.
Very cool. Looks way better.
So I mean,
and I appreciate. Oh, shout out to CY.
There you go. See.
I appreciate the. I feel like for a long time, we were asking for
stuff like this,
filters, like easy filter system, videos.
But that's pretty hard though, because not hard, resource intensive, whatever. Because basically, this is just looking at. We'll say this is looking at the blockchain or looking at an Etherscan, and that Excel spreadsheet of what all the crap is. They have to go in and see what kind of file is attached to this NFT, and then bring that back and then categorize it. So it's a little back end work, right? Especially if the platform wasn't planning on doing something like that. That's really hard to add in after the fact. Okay. Yeah, extremely actually, especially because the blockchains were hard to work with earlier anyway.
Got you.
Now the blockchains are easier to work with. And these companies are cooking. Now, Surreal has been building for years, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is dope.
Super. It was one of the first ones that had like the filters where I could go in and I can see my content that is PDFs that I can read on, right? Like my books tab or whatever, and the music tab, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Remember when I was making all those AI? I have all these explorations. It's nuts. Remember when I was playing with those AI music tools making songs for 747 Crash? I used to use this to listen to them because it was the only one with the music tab.
With the music tab, okay. Yeah. So then you would upload them to what? Where were you uploading them or minting them to? Like Zora, or were you minting them?
It was a Zora contract, but I was using. I think those are base.
Okay.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like all those different nuances and stuff, the creator's not going to need it.
Yeah.
Rodeo said base works. Let's go.
Yep. Because it's just too much to think about.
It's too much.
Jesus.
So
all right, yo.
Let me show you this real quick.
Yeah, let me see.
So this is
the mobile. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So same thing that you saw earlier, just right. But I check the recent tab and see what I can like go, you know, grab from.
It's
Zora,
nice that it's
grab
just
from,
aggregating everything though from everywhere,
and
or
it's
like
fast.
yeah, from Base and from Zora, because like.
And then so I got this tab in the middle, shows me how much I've earned. Like if I have some to claim, I can claim right from this app. Like Rainbow. Rainbow has that too. Shout out to Rainbow too. But I got some, some a little bit, nothing crazy, not money kind of go, but and then this one is like me, right? So my profile, so my collected and the created and all that good stuff. So these are gonna probably just show a bunch of like Zora ones.
So would you mostly use Surreal for like collecting? Because you're not. Are you posting? Are you using that to post too?
Yes, you can. So I think so. This is a newer update for them as well.
Oh, okay.
You can post, and then but it's the same type of thing. So I got this, or I can do whatever.
Yeah.
And then I've posted. What have I posted from here?
And does it go to Zora or to Base, or do you choose your fate?
It wouldn't let you choose. I believe it's Zora though.
Okay.
I believe. Wait, say it again. Zora
like
or Base?
Yeah.
It's Base because is it?
like like where?
No.
Where does it go?
I think it's Base. But don't quote me. Yeah. So this piece that I put up, I think this one went to no. This not. I'm getting confused now. I don't know, but it doesn't make you let you pick.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Yeah. That's a great question. I'll ask her. I'll find out. But it's either Zora or Base.
Yeah.
Zora Chain.
Exactly. That's what I'm wondering.
Base?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because Base stuff is on Zora, so I would almost say like as a developer it would be Base, because Base plays well with Zora.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Does that make sense? That's why it's so confusing, but that's why it's super chaining it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm ready for the point where none of the shit matters, and
it's here. You just gotta.
Well, we're still talking about it though. Like,
we're only talking about it because the creators that did well with Foundation, or were hoping to do well, or were wishing that it was their time on Foundation, didn't champion Rodeo because either the mission vision wasn't explained well enough, and also I retweeted the tweet from what's his name, Kayvon, I believe.
Yeah, Kayvon.
Yeah. He said he's excited now. Like before, it was kind of stressful. You could tell he was like, just let us cook. Like,
Yeah.
let us cook. And people were on his helmet, like heavy in spaces on the timeline. I'm like, nah, you screwed us, right? And it's no, he didn't. He's helping.
Well, because Foundation is still there, like.
But to the artist's point, they're saying like, it was an abrupt change that could have been communicated. But
a lot of things in this space.
But I mean, right? But he said something. Was it on Warpcast or it was on Twitter or something? I responded to it, and he was just like, yeah, it's go time now or something. And I was like, it was something to the effect of like, I would like, somebody asked me what would I change or whatever. Yeah. So I asked him or something, like, it wasn't just like that. It's a terrible story, but I asked him, I tweeted, I was like, well, what would you change anything, or like what would you change and why, or if you would? And he was like, I wouldn't change a thing. He said innovation is messy, and I wouldn't change a thing. Me personally, I would have told them what I was trying to plan to do a little. Like, let me cook, here's why. But he's like, there's big dollars behind this. Like, they're moving fast, and time is of the essence.
Yeah.
They know time is of the essence because Bitcoin's at 100K.
Yeah.
25 is going to go crazy. New administration's coming in that says they're crypto friendly, whatever. He was saying he really didn't have time to be like, this is why we're doing what we're doing.
Right.
He was just saying like, trust us or don't.
Yeah. Damn.
And it was me, and I was in the back end like, this man is cooking.
Yeah.
The team is cooking.
Okay.
Shipping updates week after week. It's like, I'm so excited. It's crazy. I need to create something, do something. I don't know, but yeah.
All right, so you tapped into Surreal, tapped into Rodeo. I'm definitely going to continue to explore Rodeo. I mean, Foundation I loved Foundation when that was,
Really?
had its.
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere, but when that was like the place to be, that was a good time. So I'm excited to keep exploring the tools, and
Shout out to Foundation. If we got any, money bags in the audience, I got a 427 ETH piece on Foundation. It's another exploration, but
go check it out.
It's worth it.
It is worth it. Yo, this has been a time, Chad. What? 3 hours?
You know how we do.
Come on.
You know how we do.
What a stream. This shit has been live. We ate good food. We had a great conversation.
Absolutely.
Bro, thank you
Culture
so
shift.
much.
Culture shifting.
Hey, I think that name is gonna stick. I was like really trying to think through the name of the stream, and I think it's the culture shift.
Don't change it on me. I have collected it.
Yeah, okay. Well, I meant for the streaming aspect of it.
Okay.
We had the podcast,
keep it going.
but I think the streaming, we're just
keep it going.
Yeah,
the name stays.
Yeah. The name stays. The name stays. We got the stickers on the mic.
I'm invested in the IP, Raven.
I got you. It stays.
Yeah.
Yo, this has been honestly like phenomenal. I was a little nervous about how things were going. We had a couple of hiccups here and there, but overall,
we good.
Amazing.
Lots of gems.
Bro, so many. And honestly, thank you for coming through, sharing the gems, sharing all your insights as always. That is you are the guy. Rodeo. Tap in with your boy, because this guy.
They know.
They know. He got me. I downloaded the app because of you, 100%. I was like, I'm not sure.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
All right, I'm about to put my motorcycle pieces up on there.
Yeah. Because I'm going to collect more of them. I have one.
I'm going to keep putting them up there.
Y'all be getting me out there, too. I know there's some creators out there that should be making, the sunset colors, the magenta yellows on purpose. And they're like, I want to see how many, he'll go in a row. And I will keep going.
Yeah, that's facts. We saw in your rodeo, I mean, you collected over, 600 pieces on rodeo alone. So.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, man. All right, chat.
But now the flips are here. I'm like...
Okay, but how did so what you listed on secondary for
no
a flip,
so
or?
no list.
Okay.
People can only offer at this point, so that's what I'm saying. They can easily turn that on.
They can only offer you 5x, 10x, 100x
right now.
Okay.
At this current time.
Yeah. Okay.
And 500 that happened today.
500x. Okay.
That's a new thing that happened today as I was driving over.
Push the other button.
That's what I'm saying. But that's an easy button to push. From a dev perspective, it's literally adding another column and changing the number.
Yeah.
The computer does the rest. It's a calculator. What are we doing?
Yeah, they're cooking. But yeah, rodeo. We're gonna get more active on rodeo. Keep checking that out. Chat. Thank y'all for tuning in, pulling up, dropping some chats in the chat. We're going to keep continuing to explore this streaming journey. I appreciate y'all being on the journey with me as I'm figuring things out. What else can I say?
Where we can find us. Ohnahji. We're in Ohnahji everywhere.
Yes, please. Yeah.
OhnahjiI. You will come across that name for sure.
Tap in with the Ohnahji fam. Especially if you're new to Web3, if this is kind of been a bunch of jargon, but it sounds like I might be interested in that.
Yeah.
The Ohnahji fam is the fam to tap into, to come and get educated, to ask the questions. We listen and we don't judge.
For sure. we coined that without coining it. Let's go.
Yeah. Yo, for real.
But
anything
100%.
else? Anything else to say to the fam?
Thank you for inviting me. Thanks for everybody who tuned in. As always, showing we got day ones that just keep coming around, showing love to the fam. Appreciate you. We got some. I'm not going anywhere. We're only going to continue to keep cooking. I promise you.
Yes,
we're at the beginning, and we've built something for longevity, not for a quick flip, nothing like that. It's I'll do those with the elements.
yeah.
But we're everywhere. If you're a beginner in the space, this is the future of the internet.
Yeah.
You can't escape. It's not really possible to escape the shift that's coming.
Yeah. It's not going anywhere, and it's literally only going to continue to grow.
Yeah.
So,
just learn it. Tap in with, if you're looking for a crew that has your best interests at heart, for real.
Yeah.
OhnahjiI.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, thank you again, bro. This has been phenomenal.
Big time.
Chat, much love to y'all. As always, stay hydrated, stay blessed, and we will catch y'all on the next stream. Peace.
Yep.